What's up, party people? Welcome to Enter the Realm, episode 172, the Realm of Collectors podcast. My name is Chris Pinkerton, if you're nasty. Joining me tonight is the Jackal Squad, going across the bottom of my Google Hangout screen. Coming up first, the Brinkalizer, Brian Brink.
Hey, what's up, everyone? Just recovering here and experiencing that mythic money pit once again. More on that.
Up next, my very own personal Thunder Thief, young
Harvey Dent.
Got him.
Yep.
Stealing that thunder.
There you go. Up next is the Rockfather himself, Dust Mites.
Yo, 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 yo. What's up, everybody?
Rolling Steel is taking a personal day today, but I'd like to introduce the newest member of the Enter the Realm cast. You might know him from some other Cool Table Network shows. Tyler L. is joining us. Welcome to the party here, pal.
What's going on, fellas?
Thank you for joining us.
Welcome to
the assumed nonsense.
welcome to the fucking shit. Welcome to the. Like we said, you got three sick days. Watch out.
That's right. You only get 3. It's a part-time job. We can't get full benefits. You know what happened last time. So, pull a chair up, everyone, to the Cool Table, a group of like-minded podcasts and shows featuring this one, Enter the Realm. Oh, I lost my notes. I should know this by heart at this point, shouldn't I? God, I have a lot of notes in here. Oh, I'm lousy.
Well, we just let the whole fucking cat out of the bag, so
Yeah, I know. No, you guys
waited to the end, but I will tell them.
All right, the Cool Table, Enter the Realm, Shattercast, Uncut, Nerd Rage, Radio, Plastic Fanatic, Stasis Lock, Toy Detox, Building Up to It, Fresh Communication, Breaking the Mold. Okay. You can hear music from Cobra La Records. Nathan Haskell's Bandcamp is where you're going to find that. You can send your What's in the Fucking Box and Shelf Life videos to
Into the Realmcast at gmail.com.
Facebook group is Realm of Collectors. Instagram is at Realm of Collectors, where Antoine is steady putting in work. And make sure you follow the hashtag Realm of Collectors while you're there. If you're listening to us on an audio platform, please give us a 5-star rating, because that's what all the cool kids are doing. And check out our website, realmofcollectors.com. This episode of Enter the Realm is brought to you by Agabucks.com. Agabus is the official online e-tailer for the Realm of Collectors. Visit Agabucks.com today for all your masterpiece and third-party needs. $5.95 flat rate shipping, free shipping on orders over $150 in Agabucks, the same as cash reward system. Visit Agabucks.com for details. Make sure you are checking them out on Facebook and Instagram. This episode is also brought to you by Crashbox Customs, the official Mezco retailer of the Realm of Collectors.
Crashbox.
Mention Realm when ordering from social media and receive a surprise gift. All right. I did that all wacky out of order, but
I did send it to you through Facebook Messenger.
Here we are. Oh, thanks. I appreciate that. Now I have it on every platform.
There you go.
And I do apologize that is not written word for word. I never really intended anybody else to use it, but here we are.
I like it because when we do use it, if we are hosting, we have to try to fill in the blanks the best we can, and we're already nervous. We're nervous enough, and then when you try to fill in the blanks, I think it's even funnier.
It makes it your own. You see, I completely screwed the beginning of this show up. You just roll with it, right?
That's it.
You just roll with it. All right. It's time for a little segment I like to call What'd You Get? So let's get going here. Brian Brink, what'd you get? Well, I know what you got, but tell everybody else.
I actually had to make a list this time.
You it twice.
I actually had a stack of boxes.
3 times, actually. Let's see. So, as I had mentioned previously, we were at ToyCon, and the 4 horsemen were there at their table, and I got myself some Mythic Legions. I got 9 for myself. I wrote down their names, but you know, we don't have to go through all the craziness. I mean, I refer to people like as Chipmunk Guy, you know, shit like that. I think I want to keep on going down that way. I also picked up a Rey and her speeder from The Force Awakens.
Do you remember the look I gave you when you bought it? You came walking over with it. I just gave you that look, and then you showed me the price, and I'm like, oh, okay.
$20, man. It's a good deal. Good deal. From Dom, I got a Marvel Legends Typhoid Mary. Thank you for picking that up, sir. Couldn't find her around here. I picked up the Thor Sif 2-pack, Marvel Legends. Let's see here. The old Jade Jaw guy was there. The guy that makes that custom resin stuff, like the Force Ghosts and whatnot. Yeah. He was selling his holographic Death Star.
Yes, you did get it. That thing is killer, man.
Yeah, and it also has a red option as well. It stands up better. It's got a stand and whatnot.
Oh, they both? It has both colors?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's dope.
Yeah, I just walked up to his table. I think he was charging $60. I just walked up to his table and I said, I have $50 for you. I was like, I want to buy that. And I was like, oh, does that come with the red? And he's like, yeah, I could do that. So, just flash that cash first.
Hey, man, I got $20.
Flash that cash.
He does a good job, that guy, man. He remembers us from the first time we saw him there.
Yeah.
Is that the same guy that did like the Obi-Wan ghost?
Yeah.
I remember that guy.
Old J Joe.
Yep. I got a Marvel Legends Domino for $10. So shout out to Patient Saves Pockets.
We saw that at Beast Baltimore for 12, and you're like, nope, gotta get it for 10. Like, okay, dude.
I'm surprised with the fucking high prices they had on Legends there. You got it for 12. I'm sure it's very surprising.
NECA was there with their amazing deals. And they actually had some stuff there that wasn't, you know, stuff that you would just walk by and not get. But, well, actually, one thing that I did pick up from them that people typically walk by was the drunk E.T. figure. So if you remember E.T., he got drunk when Elliot went to school. So I picked that up. I don't know if I like that more or the little speak and spell that he comes with.
Oh, man.
Let's see. I actually picked up some Hot Wheels, believe it or not. I collect some of the movie and TV branded stuff, so I got a Back to the Future DeLorean from the first movie, and believe it or not, I got the pickup truck from Groundhog Day that he drove over the cliff. You know, I don't know, it was $3. I couldn't resist. Just picked that thing up. And let's see here. I went to the show back on Sunday. We'll talk more about that later. But Bricks was bored at his table, so he's like, I think Brink should go buy that Hero Mashers Darth Maul over there across the aisle for $5. So I did, and it came a little speeder, and he panel lined it, and it looks great. And
it actually fits the Black Series pretty well. That's cool.
Fit that, yeah.
I stared at that the whole time.
Oh,
and didn't get it.
If you want, you can stare at it a lot more. Let's see here. And something else is I had this little Robotech Veritech thing that I gifted over to Bricks. And I don't know, Dust, did you work some magic with him or whatever? Dust disappeared.
Well, I'll tell the story since Dust disappeared. So the plan all day was he wanted to sell it once he panel lined it and then go get you a Legions figure because they were basically the same price. It wasn't moving, so Dust said, we'll sell it for $25 and I'll pitch in the rest. And so that's what happened. And went and bought you something you already had.
Yeah, something I already picked up. But
yeah, it was a good idea on paper. We thought we were doing a nice, good gesture for you, but kind of backfired on us. Hey,
no problem, no problem. Those Legion figures keep their value, and also it's something that you could use as an army builder. So
yeah,
I already have an idea for it.
There you go.
And lastly, on Sunday, I stopped over at Mike Kincaid's table from Blackout and Shout, and I bought one of his T-shirts.
Yeah, I think that may be my favorite one of his. Yeah. That and I Got Better Things to Do Tonight Than Die. I like both of those.
Yeah, and I also he gave me a print too.
Oh, nice.
Since I frequent his table every show, and I got the assigned print of his Photoshop work he did with Apollyon and MP10 on Sherman Dam. I think that
Damn, he made Apollyon look good in that one, didn't he?
Yep, sure did. So, that's it. That does it for me.
Good night, folks. Young Daniel.
Not a lot, but I did get my SH Figure Arts Bulma in. I've yet to open it because I just have not had the time.
Is that it, Dan?
Is that it then? Wow.
All right. Well,
Just waiting on some stuff from one of my favorite e-tailers.
Yeah, I know that guy. Shout out to the Harvey boys. So I said a lot of stuff to Dan and his brother Nick, and I told them today they should start a series of mystery books called the Harvey Boys. It's just like the Hardy Boys, except they never solve any mysteries. I don't know. I thought it was.
They're causing more problems than solving them.
Right. Well, we didn't find the missing girl, but we burnt down the school. So we'll just call it even. Dust. What'd you get?
Not really much on the geek thing. I did buy me and my music thing now. I've bought a new sampler, sequencer, drum machine type programming thing. Machine Mark III. We played a little bit with that this weekend.
Yeah,
that was really cool.
I'll say I know.
You guys mess with that.
Barely anything about that, but that is a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's a very, very, very powerful program / controller. Really is very powerful.
Yeah.
And I thought it was out of my life. But when things are out of your life, they tend to find their way back. At the show, I was gifted by the one, the only G Money, the man, the myth, the legend. He's dead for it, but back in my life.
Oh my god.
Young Anakin Skywalker from the Power of the Force line, the 12-inch.
12-inch.
Doll life.
Yes, he's back in my life. He turns around and says, I got a gift for you. Hands it to me and runs. So check out your mailboxes because you never knew who's going to get it for Christmas.
Are you an angel?
Those dead eyes.
Pilots.
The dead eyes. I'm trying to get the angle there.
I'm a person and my name is Anakin.
Wizards. Fucking asshole. But that's it.
All right. Tyler.
Man, Dust, I knew you were one bad day away from joining the Doll Squad, but I didn't think today was that day.
Yes, I am definitely. I'm one bad Keith figure away. That's all it's going to take for me.
The only thing I got was a rerouting notice today.
Uh-oh.
I will say that's one of the great things of living in New Hampshire now. It seems like nobody has a direct line here. I was supposed to get a Dark Side Anakin, but now it's been rescheduled to Wednesday.
Wait, how'd you get that?
Just found it in the groups.
Okay, I was about to say, because I know you had a bit of a scuffle with a certain distributor, and I couldn't imagine you went back to them.
No.
We'll have to get into that. I'll have to remember that. Yeah, he doesn't mind using a friend as a proxy to buy from them.
No, last time he was on, he talked all about that.
Yeah. All right.
So, go searching and get those numbers up.
There you go.
Those view counts. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Thief. Thunder.
Yeah.
He was waiting for you to ask him what he got, Dan.
Oh, hey, Chris.
Oh, hey, my turn.
What'd you get?
I got a lot of stuff. No. Stop it. Seriously, stop it. Where's my coffee?
That's just it, Chief.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a segment of the show we like to call the Mace Moment.
Yeah, and he doesn't have my coffee. He's alleging there's an electrical issue. Maybe there's an emergency with the coffee. All right,
you want me to get you a cup, Chris? I can fire up the coffee machine for you.
Actually, I went in his room and said, "Hey, open your phone and say, okay, Google, set an alarm for 8:15." So, cool. I'm waiting. All right. Let's see. I got some Iron Factory stuff. I got Iron Factory Jetfire, and I got the Iron Factory Bruticus set, which are a lot of fun. Little Transformers.
Too. Important for when he goes on those business trips.
They do. That's why I don't buy the Mick Fans forms or whatever they are, the bigger ones, because they hurt a little bit. Shout out to Frank Harvey, no relation, or maybe he's your cousin that shows up on the Christmas special. he tracked down the Five Below Chariot and Bays. I didn't even look at the paint on these, but it doesn't really matter.
Mine need a good face repaint, but I mean, I was happy Frank was able to hook it up with those.
Yeah, shout out to Frank being able to find things when nobody else can.
He's got the fucking touch. He's got the touch.
Between Wednesday and Sunday, I probably went in New Jersey, Pennsylvania. I probably went in 15 Walmarts and not a single Min-Band trooper to be found in any of them.
You know, Jersey sucks, but I guess he just lives in that little magical sliver part of Jersey. Him and Dom.
Yes.
Got his finger on the pulse.
That's it. I think you remember back in the day when someone's trying to look for water, they got that stick.
Yeah, the water stick.
He's walking around with a fucking action figure stick.
You ever seen anybody? What's it called? I think it's fiddling for worms. Have you ever seen anybody?
No.
So basically, you take a stick and you find a rock that's like just right under the ground, and you move the stick around, and the vibrations, the worms come out of the ground.
You know, someone take that title, write it down. That's an episode title.
Yeah.
In the future.
I got the Mezco exclusive Wolverine 5 Ronin. Pretty cool. I hadn't had a chance to open it yet. I got in the NYCC exclusive Flame Toys Nemesis Prime model kit.
Nice.
So, Chris, when you muck that thing up with the washes and whatnot, are you gonna go brown or are you gonna go something different?
I'm thinking this one may go a completely different direction. I might not muck this one up. I might shine this one up. Actually, I've got those what are those Molotov chrome pins or whatever? I've been itching to use them on something. That may be it. I got 10 Mythic Legions figures.
Wow.
I got 3 Goblin Legion builders. I got the red Fury Clan Orc. I've already put them on my shelf. And I will say this is the first time I've come home after a trip with a bunch of stuff and just dug right into it in a long time. That's how excited I was about these. I got a bunch of goblins and Thistlethorn, which is the chipmunk dude. It's the chipmunk dude.
Let's just get the goblin. Get the goblin.
I think my favorite one is called Brother Mandibulus. It's a skeleton guy with this crazy helmet on. And a couple other odds. And a tree guy. I don't know. They're fun.
Tree guy.
I'm literally out of room already. No, it's not Groot. Hang on. Now you're gonna make me look.
His name is Toot.
I pulled out my headphones.
Shout out to Fiddling with Worms.
Sir Branch a lot.
I know I did. There you go. Sorry, I pulled my headphones off. Yeah, shout out to JD because he knows stop touching things. Give me my coffee. Thank you. God bless. Say roll tide for everybody.
Rotad.
All right, go upstairs. Shout out to JD because he knows all these things by name. Like, oh, that's so and so. Like the tree guy. I got a gift I got from Remy. Shout out to Remy. Really got to spend some time with Remy and get to know him better. And he brought me this as a gift. And apparently I had been told about this already and didn't realize it. He found this Cars the series vehicle named Frank Pinkerton, which I thought was really cool that he brought that to me. And shout out to Tyler who actually sent me a picture of that a couple weeks ago. And in a flurry of messages, I didn't see it. And then the last thing I got was and I was pretty excited to get this, the 1,000 Toy / Sentinel Iron Giant figure.
Who?
It is really cool.
What's
You got that at the con?
No. That just most
Mail.
it came in while I was gone, but it's mostly die cast. It's got some crazy articulation. Got him in that little Iron Man pose here. So I'm a big fan of Iron Giants. One of my favorite animated movies probably ever. So
Chris, didn't you get one of these too?
Oh yeah.
Didn't you get
Actually,
one?
you know what? I didn't even think I brought one home.
Oh,
I'm sure they're all over your house.
They were everywhere.
Should have hit them. I had a great time this weekend. I worked in Jersey all week. Then Friday night.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm used to it. Friday night, I went over to Dust's house in the pouring rain. Shout out to bad weather. And Brink came too, and we went and ate at Marley's and didn't really stay up too late that night. But then the next morning we got up and went to the show, and then had a good time there. And then for Saturday night, everybody came back over to Dust, and those sneaky bastards brought in a cake and cupcakes and party favors and all sorts of craziness, and had me a birthday cake and saying happy birthday to me. So that was awesome.
Well, I told them earlier at the con, I was like, man, one thing I didn't have time for because I was running around like a madman was I wanted to get a cake, and I wanted to get a cake with your face on it. You would have loved that one. You would have killed me. But that was like a 3-day. I would have had to order that 3 day in advance. So Anna and them and Russ and Bethany and fucking Lowry, they all said, nah, don't worry about it. We got this. So they stopped off and picked that up and brought it. But I didn't know they were bringing the masks and the Transformer plates and the Transformer.
That was great. That was great.
I'm glad they did that because I really wanted to do that for you.
The funny thing about it is you're like involved with your phone or looking at one of the mythic figures, and in the meantime, Anna is walking around the whole apartment handing someone a mask, and you're not even seeing it.
Yep.
And then like you're all involved, and all of a sudden I hear Dusk yell from the kitchen, "Mask on! Mask on!" And you're still oblivious. And we all put our masks on, and then all of a sudden they walk out, and as soon as you look up, we're all wearing masks. I just love that. Hilarious.
Yeah, I think you were recording a verbally challenged with Jose.
Yeah, Jose was right there.
Excuse me.
He was bebopping around doing that. But no, it was awesome. I really appreciate that. It was very nice everybody to come together.
Oh, man.
Party, but
happy birthday again, man. I'm glad that you were here, man. And I really enjoyed the whole weekend.
That was really cool. All right, so let's introduce Tyler a little bit to the realm here. Obviously, Tyler's a part of the realm already, but from being on the show, tell us a little bit about yourself, whatever you want to share, and what you're into hobby wise.
All right. I don't even know where to begin. Yeah, so first off, well, thanks again, guys, for having me on. It's always a pleasure. It's always a good time. I think
you're not just on now. You're here.
I'm here. Well,
said so.
You're here. Has the contract been notarized?
Yes, it's been
okay. All right. So the signing bonus, that PayPal transfer, it's on its way.
Yeah. It takes you know how PayPal is. Sometimes
we had a conference call with the lawyer earlier.
My PayPal's messed up, so it might take a couple of weeks for it to go through.
3 to 5 business years.
Yeah.
No. So I think child of the '80s, kind of like everybody else, grew up collecting anything and everything. Probably similar story to most of you guys.
Totally.
Kind of hung up the toy buying when you get to junior high and high school. Started collecting shoes, which is kind of like my longest running collection. I don't know. I'm somewhere in the neighborhood of 1,500, give or take. I'm starting the process of whittling down, believe it or not.
Yeah, you can now though, right?
I can. So I'm not. I've recently changed jobs for the first time in 20 plus years.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's been fantastic. It relocated myself and my family up to New Hampshire. Got out of Jersey. I kind of refer to it as I lived in Jersey for 2.5 years, almost like I did time. Like I'm glad I'm paroled. I got out. But no, I mean it's a much better move for the family. I'm not commuting 4 to 6 hours, but I left a company that I loved. It wasn't an easy decision, and now I find it. I don't know, man. I was thinking about it today that I think like collecting is definitely something like you have to have like constant stimulation, so to speak, right? So I recently got out of Transformers at the beginning of this year.
Congrats.
Yeah, sold everything. And I think up to that point, I had like the best representation of every character in third party. So some of that probably found it. Well, I know for a fact some of that found its way into some of your guys' collection and some of the listeners. So support from the realm. But I think, well, I got out for a number of reasons. One, the community. It's becoming a little too toxic. Two, I kind of got sick of buying and replacing the same things like over and over and over again. And then I think the third one, I just kind of, you could see the finish line on the horizon, and I didn't want to get there anymore. So
did it scare you, the finish line?
No, not at all.
Because I'm looking at that finish line myself, and it's not necessarily scaring me in a sense.
Well, I don't think it was scaring me, but it was just like that was it. That was the end of it, right? Like it was kind of, and I don't know. I think we all joke around and say it like it is the end of an era, like it's rapidly approaching. And I don't want to say I called it, but I did call it at I think it was Skullfest 2 years ago that it's going to be wrapping up shortly, and it's coming to an end. And I decided to cash out. I think while the money was still getting good. And I think we're going to see continued, quote, loss in value in third-party figures. I think
not in 20 years, man. That's going to be a resurgence of nostalgia.
No, you know what? I don't really see like it's going to end, but I can definitely see it like they're going to go back and try to reinvent the wheel with this. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but that only works for so long.
I get you, but
like so yeah, I got out while the getting was good, and I've rapidly expanded my doll collection.
Now, what happens when they're almost done with dolls?
I don't know, man. We still got a long way to go. So, I mean, we're just getting warmed up on prequel. So, and they've barely scratched the original trilogy.
Now, you're just doing Star Wars, right?
Just Star Wars
for now.
Now, every character that they release, or just characters that mean something to you, or major characters?
A little bit of both. I think I have, aside from like all the crazy troopers, like the teacup trooper, the gold trooper, chocolate trooper.
Now, would you be in for like a Pondo Baba?
No.
You wouldn't be in for Pondo Baba?
No.
What about Zuckus?
Removable arm.
You know what?
You gotta have Zuckus, man. You gotta bring the fucking Zuckus.
I was gonna say I might do it.
I
would probably do Zuckus.
They have to make the bounty hunters. How could they not make all the bounty hunters?
Sideshow's made all the bounty hunters. Hot Toys has them.
Huh.
So, and I'm collecting strictly Hot Toys, no Sideshow.
What?
Yeah,
I do have to have a pause real quick. So, the award for best use of a meme goes to Dust Mites, because he has this meme that's a picture of Zuckus that has a Wu-Tang symbol on it, and it says "Bring the motherfucking Zuckus."
It's actually the Realm Tang symbol.
Okay, well, I'm sorry.
Tang.
Realm Tang. I don't know if Realm Tang is a thing I like to say or not. I have to put my mouth used to that. So I had a Canadian acquired Zuckus that I was supposed to bring to his house, and so he sends me "Hey," and then sends me the meme "Bring the motherfucking Zuckus," which was in my trunk at the time already.
I have some moments.
It wasn't a critical component after all was said and done, but it's out of my hands now at least. So I'm sorry. So Tyler, from a backlog standpoint, is there any stuff out, Hot Toys, like older? I mean, it's not really even older, but is there 3-4-year-old stuff that you're chasing around still, or you pretty much got everything that's out that you want?
I think I pretty much got everything I was out. Like there was just a couple I was trying to track down. The Bespin Luke is kind of like
Bespin Luke or Bespin? What'd you say?
Bespin.
Bespin Luke
is kind of like the I guess as far as Star Wars Hot Toys go, like that's the Grail. That was the very first one, and it was a 2-pack. It gets a little pricey trying to track it down now.
Who's he packed with?
You have that though, right?
Yeah, I do. It comes with it's right
the one hanging, right?
Yeah, it's the one that comes on the weather vane, and then you get you get before and after. So you get before his dad kicks his ass and after.
And that's Hot Toys or Sideshow?
Yeah, it's Hot Toys.
His
Now-
dad.
now, do you mix your side? Do you mix Sideshow and Hot Toys, or just doing strictly Hot Toys?
Strictly Hot Toys.
Okay. I don't know much about this, so I'm gonna just ask stupid questions. Not stupid, but to me, that's.
I mean,
I don't know.
By all means.
some of it
possibly be stupid.
like I've got the Sideshow R2D2 because I don't think there's that big of a difference for twice the price. And I'd be surprised. I would like to get it in maybe in somebody who doesn't really know and have them hold one and then hold the other and tell me which one of these costs twice as much. I'd just be interested to see if anybody could tell. But then obviously, on Sideshow, most of the time the head sculpts is really where you're going to be able to tell the difference.
Yeah, I would agree.
Tyler, is that the episode 5 Vader next to Bespin Loop there?
Yes, it is.
Of course it is. Why would he have any other Vader there?
Well, I was just wondering, is that Vader leaps and bounds ahead of the one that you had issues with caused your issues with that company?
My fallout with Sideshow.
The helmet, just the way it's supposed to be.
Yeah, I don't have the Rogue One Vader, but I have all the other ones, and it's by far the best one.
Okay, good. Because that's the one that I need to ship.
It's nice, man. It's really good. My only complaint is the head seems a little large, like a tad large. I think it's so they could do the helmet pop-off gimmick so you could see the back of his scarred head.
Oh. Well, I'll tell you, I saw some Vader cosplay this weekend, and the head looked kind of big. I mean, movie magic or whatever.
It may be what it is. It may be movie magic. So do you see yourself, Tyler, getting into, at this point, anything else other than the 6 scale stuff for your collection, from you collecting that and sneakers, obviously?
Yeah, still doing sneakers, but man, that's the craziest thing is being on the other side of the counter now when it comes to sneakers.
Hey, welcome to the real world, brother.
I've been taking L's left and right trying to get these dumb things where before it was just a phone call like, hey, make sure my size 10.5 is put on the side. Like those days are over now.
So you don't even have any hookup at all. No old school hookup. No buddy. Hey man, you remember me?
Well, he lives in the other side of the freaking world now.
Yeah, there's nobody near me. So plus, I don't want to put anybody in an awkward position. So
yeah, well, you know what, Tyler?
except Chris. I'll put you in an awkward position.
That's right, just me. I actually got a pair of shoes yesterday that I was surprised they were just sitting on their website. So the game has changed there too, but we won't bore these boys with shoes. Hey, Monarchs, right, Tyler?
Shout out to Monarchs, man.
4E.
You got those new 4E Monarchs, man. 12.5. The black on black.
When Cody's Prime, when Cody was here, we were at one of the lovely, horrible malls here that we have, and we went into Dick's Sporting Goods and we're just looking at stuff, and they actually had
How many times did he giggle at the name?
More than once.
Okay.
This is a huge Dick's.
Excuse me.
They had a Monarch.
We're the Dicks.
They had Monarchs in a 14 to Triple E. It was the first time I'd ever seen the 14 in there.
Nice.
I'm like, wow, they'd probably even be big on my fucking gorilla feet.
So you're saying you didn't pick them up?
You would be floating on air, brother.
I didn't. They were the white, white and black ones.
It's like walking on sunshine.
The white, black, red ones?
The breads, yeah.
Oh no, those are. I've had 1 or 2 pairs of those in my life. Yeah.
My favorite meme going around is a guy like trying on. He's got a pair of dirty white Monarchs on the ground, and he's putting on a clean pair like in the store, and it says, "Can't wait to cut the grass in these."
See, that's why I wear the black ones for work. You don't really know what they are. As long as you keep your feet moving, nobody could tell.
That's right. Just keep on hustling, right? All right. Tyler, you've got kids that are toy age. Are they in any particular lines or anything? I know you still probably keep up a little bit of what's out at retail.
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, I got 4 kids, believe it or not.
I wasn't trying to put your business out there, but you can put it out there.
It's fine. I can put it out there. I mean, my oldest is at that age, man. He's 14. Like, he's starting to get he's too cool for toys. Unless it's Lego. If it's Lego, he's still in. Besides that, like, he's kind of checked out. My daughter collects dolls. American
Something you guys
Girl
haven't
dolls.
bothered.
Have you had to borrow a hairbrush for Chewbacca or anything?
One or two.
Did
Honey.
you practice your style of brushing on those dolls?
Well,
Honey,
you
I
know,
need
your
the
hot
number
toys.
I need the number 7 brush, not the number 8. Can you bring?
yeah, I was gonna say the bristles on her pink brush are better than the ones that come with the Chewbacca brush. So
Does it? Okay, okay. That settled an argument. Does it really come with a brush?
no, it doesn't.
Okay, because I couldn't remember because I had it and somebody else couldn't remember either. So
Neither Chewbacca comes with a brush.
Hey, we could throw it in the next rock box.
We
I
should.
don't know.
Funny.
at this point,
I mean, besides that, like they buy some of the mainstream Transformer stuff, but it seems like as I've sold my collection, like their interests have kind of checked out as well.
yeah,
So
yeah, I feel you on that.
Speaking of interest, checking out. Hey, Dan.
Hi. What's up?
Did anybody happen to see the episode of the Goldbergs this past week? That was about Adam basically getting ridiculed for playing with toys at 16.
no,
I did not.
But I will check it out tomorrow.
Yeah, it's a good watch. I watched it today. So, all right.
Hey, Tyler, someone in the chat, Paul, he says he just realized I missed Tyler L.
See, I told you. I told you.
You missed me. Thanks, Paul. Thanks,
Set
Paul.
your clocks for 8 p.m. on Mondays if you didn't already. Okay, Google. Everybody do this right now. Or okay, Siri.
Back, Tyler. Welcome back.
Womp, womp, womp.
Carol Ann, come into the light.
I'm still waiting for my partner in crime to get paroled. So when
Oh.
when he gets out, we'll see if we can put something back together.
There you go. There's nothing wrong with being on 12 podcasts, right?
Not at all.
I think everybody on this panel except Dan is on at least 2.
I don't even think Dan's on one.
Barely. Just barely.
Just barely.
His,
All right.
his grinder must be popping off tonight. He's nose deep in that thing.
That's right.
He's
Like
swiping
how-
up, he's
You
swiping
know how
down.
them,
swiping up.
Portland boys get pretty nasty. So,
Mm.
yeah, all that Nike and Adidas money. All right, let me. I've got a little screen share.
Whoa, what the fuck is that? Hey, new guy. What the hell did you just do?
Calm down over there.
Calm down over there, new guy. All right, let me do a little screen share action. There it is. I think your hoodie got your.
Yeah,
It did. I moved it. We're good.
Hey,
put your hoodie where your mouth is.
Yep.
Hey, Chris, before you start the segment, I just want to know I do have a grand total for the Mythic Money Pit that the Realm contributed to this weekend.
Oh, okay. How much total did the realm contribute to the?
102 figures this weekend.
Whoa, the Realm bought 102 figures from.
Hey,
So that definitely deserves a Corn Boy or Four Horsemen guest appearance on our
Yeah.
show.
And 11 weapons packs on top of that as well.
plus $20 worth of assorted stuff. So if you average it out at $35, that's $3,570
Good
just
job,
from
bro.
us.
Jesus.
We'll talk about that more later, but it was insane, that table. Crazy.
Yeah, it was pretty wild. It's pretty wild. Okay, can you guys see a Cajun gentleman on my screen here?
Yes, sir.
All right, so we're gonna start out today with Gambit from Amazing Yamaguchi Revotech. This went up for pre-order this week. This just visually may be the best one yet.
It looks
That's what
good.
I was thinking,
Looks
like,
fucking good.
even in his vanilla poses, he looks pretty phenomenal.
Yeah, it looks really
I
good.
mean, the cape doesn't look as batshit as say like the Batman cape.
Well,
Oh,
Because it's a coat.
Yeah, well, okay, you're right. It is a
Yeah,
coat,
so it's not going to be as dramatic, but it is a little dramatic.
right? A little dramatic. So
Well,
I mean,
a little dramatic.
like Magneto's cape was bananas.
Like
actually.
Dan after 3 beers.
Yeah,
calm
or one
after that.
or one quick little snack, and then he gets Bobby Skull faced on the bed, as we call it. so
Shout out to vape pens.
here's
Now, how many of these Marvel ones are out now? Because you got Wolverine, Spider-Man. Who else is
Magneto,
out?
Venom, Carnage,
Captain America,
Spider Gwen. Right?
Spider. I nobody's counting. People are just yelling at me. This is probably getting close to 10 different releases. So, but it was Let's see, Deadpool, Spider-Man, Venom, Carnage, Spider Gwen, Captain America, Magneto. I feel like I'm missing
Oh,
one.
Psylocke is coming too.
Yeah, Psylocke. Yeah, this will be 9 in the Marvel line. Yeah, the Psylocke's badass. I'm excited to see that.
This looks really good.
And what's the retail on these?
If you get them import, you're looking about 70.
No way, that much?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they're like 60, 70 bucks through. They're like
Yeah.
50 on Ami, and then I think
And then
this has them for like around 7.
Yeah, I guess I'm saying, yeah, okay.
Something
Maybe
like
not
that.
quite that much. It depends on how you ship it.
are
Yeah.
these 1/12 scale?
Yeah.
They fit in pretty close.
Those things look pretty damn good.
The only thing that I would say that throws me off a little bit is definitely the face a little too anime for me.
Yeah, they're all
for me, and I get it. I know why they are, but but for me, it's just
I just think this looks like $1 million, and I think part of the
Yeah.
reason is
dope.
they use a blend of matte and gloss finishes. You know, matte on the coat, gloss for his armor, and it really translates. So there he is next to the Wolverine. So he's a good bit taller than the Wolverine.
Well, it's good scale because Wolverine's really short. He's supposed to be not in the movie verse, but in the comics he is short.
Oh yeah, he's 5'3"
He's a
or
runt,
5'2".
Sabretooth
really good together.
runt.
And this is the first Gambit since the old Toy Biz Marvel Legends, correct?
Yeah, there is a
There's Marvel Legends they've shown, yeah.
there's a Marvel Legends for next year, but honestly, if I'm getting this, I'm not getting the Legends of them. Like I purposefully passed them. I had myself a Psylocke and I sold her once I found out this was coming out. Looks really good. Here's all his hands, and you get 2 of the card hands, and then 2 of the flaming cards with the effects. So it looks really good. I'm excited for this one. Moving on here. This is it was too good to pass up. So this is a life-size bust from Sideshow, official Marvel of Venom. Honestly, at first look, this looks like some sort of crazy art that you'd see on the Nerd Rage Radio Instagram, but this is a life-size bust. It's an amazing piece.
Yeah, it's incredible, like the drool coming off his teeth.
Oh man, it's so good.
That's
There it is with an apple for comparison.
It's got to be in that statue life.
So it's 27.5 inches high, 16.5 inches wide, and 15 inches deep. And we'll set you back about $1,100, I believe.
That's too big for a DTOF.
That's the price. Yeah, you definitely would need some other shelving. Which reminds me, I meant to grab some pictures or something, but maybe I'll.
If I do go off the Transformers bandwagon, I'm skipping Doll Life and going right to Statue Life. So I can
that's how
so I can catch up to you, fucking bums.
It all ends at quarter scale. So. That's what everybody's saying now. Yeah, that's pretty cool. NECA teased this. It's a movie Shredder. We would only assume would be in quarter scale to go with their tutos.
Do you think that's quarter
And the crowd
scale?
goes wild.
Look at that elbow joint. That can't
That
be
was
quarter scale.
That definitely was pretty good. Turtles. That was pretty good.
That was good.
So,
If
you
that's
know,
what you're
if you look at the engineering on those turtles, it's upscaled, 12 scale stuff. For my opinion, I mean, the big NECA stuff is just upscaled. It doesn't appear to be any additional care taken for joints away. And it could be, we could all be wrong, but that would be this is all they did. This is they teased this picture. So
Looks like it's legend scale.
yeah, that's what it is.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I don't know. What the fuck do I know about this?
Well, I don't know. When you say legends, that means so many different things now.
Yep.
Marvel Legend scale?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. I guess we'll see. But that's all they gave us was that picture. So no reference. There is hope for people who are looking for the what are they calling this? It is the Han Solo Princess Leia Organa. What do they call the indoor 2-pack? That was a European con exclusive. Is now available at your favorite online e-tailers such as Entertainment Earth, Big Bad Toy Store, and the like. So if you were afraid you were missing out on Han having a little bit of fur to dig through, you are now getting your soft goods fix from that.
Look at them eyes though on Leia though. Them eyes are crazy. She's got them crazy eyes.
Got them crazy eyes.
Crazy eyes killer.
She doesn't like scoundrels.
I'm glad they're doing the digital face paint on these figures, but I will say we should start a page called "When Digital Face Paint Goes Wrong," because if it's off a little bit, you get some crazy eyes, don't you? Crazy. All right,
Speaking of crazy eyes.
Speaking of crazy eyes, so this
crazy eye.
This is This is 6 scale. It's not Hot Toys. It's 3-0. Has the license for the Walking Dead stuff. This struck me as being very well done, so I grabbed some pictures of it. So 6 scale coral grind. It comes with this is a horrible picture. I don't know why they did this in all black, but there's a gun down there, another gun, a knife, and a bunch of hands. And he's all properly weathered up with his soft goods. And there's a deluxe version that comes with this disgusting zombie disguise.
He looks like a kid. Is he a kid?
Yeah,
Who is
he's a kid.
Have you what?
I don't watch this
He's
show.
really killing it this season, by the way.
So hang on. I'm sorry, I'm not following Brian. Are you asking if this character is a child?
Yeah, it looks like a
Yes.
little girl.
Oh, well, it's not a little girl; it's a little boy.
It's Carl.
That they try to tell you this whole show takes place in a year or something, and well, it's been 7, so this kid's obviously grown.
All right.
She's had a growth spurt in a few months.
Maybe
Yeah.
it was 11 in another disguise.
I think he recently stopped growing on the show.
Yeah, he did stop growing on the show.
Yeah, but we'll leave it at that. So, yep, that's out there if you're super into walking in. And they've done other ones. They've done Daryl and Rick, several other characters. We might start looking at a little bit more than Hot Toys as we explore the dull life.
Still alive.
This popped up this week as an exclusive. It's the Wonder Woman concept version from Hot Toys DC Justice League. So basically, what you're getting is the same Wolverine. Good God, the same.
Speaking of things popping up,
Yeah, the same Wonder Woman as the Justice League, but it's got the true red, white, and blue costume on
Comic
with the gold.
concept. version.
Comic concept version, which
That thing looks amazing, man.
I think this is by far the best looking Wonder Woman that they put out. Now I have no interest in it, but it does look great. The colors pop.
What
You know,
if
here
it, what if it came with a Linda Carter head sculpt?
Oh, I'm just waiting on somebody to cash in on that opportunity.
yeah, someone could definitely do it, make it work.
Yep. But here she is in a variety of poses.
Sorry,
What was that? What are you
that
trying?
was my bad.
Thought you were trying to maybe play with the music.
I'm thinking maybe I could throw some vocal samples in here and get it to work through the mic. Be
There
funny.
you go. There you go.
Bring back the
Oh.
live sounds.
I like the background that they're using. It's very cool. But
Yeah.
she can dodge the bullets or reflect the bullets, whatever you want to say here.
Let me ask it's I don't a stupid question, but have they ever done something like this before, where it's not from like a movie, or it's not from a movie franchise, more of like a comic book, or like it says comic concept.
So
Like how it would be if it was a live comic book type deal.
right, I think this is the first time they've done it and called it that. So
Okay.
you had a Captain America what they call it, sketchbook version or something, where he's basically in an all black uniform, and they're doing an Iron Man that's similar.
Now is that all under the comic concept line?
They're calling it what are they calling it? It's not comic concept. No, it's the first time they use that exact term that I'm aware of.
Yeah.
Now, would you guys be in for something like this, where they're not necessarily going after movie looks, but like if it would be more of a realistic a version of a comic book character, or a little bit modified?
I'd
think
be
they were-
interested to see what else they come up with.
Huh.
They
Okay.
were calling them concept art, weren't they? The Cap and the Iron Man.
Maybe that's what
Something
it is.
along those
I
lines.
thought it was
Yeah.
concept art.
Oh, I'm just asking if this is something that's you guys would be looking into.
I mean, the only reason this works is because it looks nice and it's just a simple repaint for them.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
They found the right colors to mix, make it look.
Well, isn't the soft goods different?
No, I think this is mostly just a straight repaint of like one of the Wonder Women they've already put
Okay.
out.
Yeah, I think
What I
it's literally just a repaint.
So let me ask you this: would you want a Superman in it with a classic repaint, like Cavill wearing the '70s Superman getup?
No, we saw that this week at ToyCon, and I'm good. No,
John B says in the chat, it looks like Wilma Deering from Buck Rogers, Erin Gray. It really does look like her.
so I don't know. It'd be interesting to see that, but then you got to have what's your Batman? Then is it Adam West Batman and
With
Ben
Ben
Affleck.
Affleck.
I just don't know if that one would work. I don't know.
Well, I mean, they do have a 66 Batman already. Somebody could do a head swap for us.
I'm sure somebody out there's done it. Her hair looks fuller to me. I don't know if maybe they just used a hot comb on it or something.
It's that new Hot Toys conditioner they just came
I
out.
wonder if they're gonna come out with like a small crimper,
A crimper?
hair crimper, a little mini hair crimper. You get
Yeah.
battery operated crimper hair.
Too bad there wasn't one from the 80s. You can get one with a perm.
So there was I don't know if it's happened yet or not. Or if it's this weekend. There's like a Hong Kong Comic Con, and these three, the T'Challa, Wonder Woman comic version, and Dirty Ass Deadpool are all going to be available there, early release. So, and finish this up. Shout out to Paul C, Chicago Paul. This is all our donations that we collected for the toy drive in Chicago. Shout out to everybody that was able to participate in that. This is him dropping them off with who me and Paul said this is Dust from the future.
Hey, relax.
He said he was actually a nice guy. He just didn't photograph well.
Wow, you guys are fucking mean.
No.
What are you
It's
talking
not.
about?
It's better.
It's
He
like classy Freddie Blassie.
said, this is retired Dust. I said, what are you talking about? That could be Dust next week.
Give me 3 hours.
Dust, it looks like your new diet took, so you should be happy.
Yeah. Shout out to Fleece Life, man.
Shout out to Don here from Toys for Tots. So, once again, shout out to Paul for taking care of the logistic end and filling up his trunk with all the toys. And I told him I was going to steal the joke and show his picture. So
Nice, that's funny. Thanks, Paul.
yeah. So thanks again to everybody that participated in that. And
I'm one bad Keith toy away from that guy.
Dude, can you imagine when we're that age going to these cons and
Chris, I'm not living that long. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. We're gonna prop you about.
Please.
There's an old country song I'm gonna steal some lyrics from. Prop me up beside the Detolf if I die. There you go. And yeah, I'm surprised.
Oh wow! Tonight we're full of surprises.
Actually, forgot this was in here. So now it's available on the website right now, realmcollectors.com, under the shop section. $22 shipped US and Canada. So we have Scully's and flip up winter caps, toboggans, toques, whatever you call these things. They're the knit caps. So these are gonna have the Realm Circle logo on one side and the word Realm in our font that we use on the other side. So we're going to do 2 weeks of pre-orders for this, so that will end probably the 26th, 27th, and then 2 weeks after that we'll be shipping them out. So
Hey, Chris, so just because I get confused easily, but are the toques only in the gray and the flip
actually
up black, or
everything's black?
okay?
Yeah, sorry, I know it does come out gray. I don't know why the hell it did that, but everything's actually black with the white logos. Actually put on the website. You can get it in any color you want as long as it's black. Does anybody know what industrialist said that one time? Yeah, that would be Henry Ford. Thanks for playing.
We do have the special hot pink version for G Money.
That's
Matches
right.
his G string.
Yeah.
His little man hammock.
Yep. So those are available right now on the site. Go ahead and place your orders. We may get some extras. We may not. We'll definitely have these in time for Christmas. So if you're thinking about gifts for anybody, there you go. So
we will not have a back stock. This is a pre-order item.
Yeah, we will not. Other than maybe some of us having a personal one or two. So there is my time, ladies and gentlemen.
Nice. I actually enjoyed that segment.
Hey, by the way, Chris, D. Williams and Sportimus knew that it was Ford.
Thank you very much, D. Williams and Sportimus, for knowing that it was Henry Ford.
Oh, good for
Invented
you.
the assembly line. So, all right, Mr. Brink.
Oh, is it my turn?
We slide it into the other side of the spectrum here.
Actually, hold on.
Hold on. Boop, boop,
Hold
boop. Back
on.
it up. Beep, beep, beep.
Wait a minute. That's not the ice truck, is it?
They don't.
Unfortunately not. I miss Mr. Softy.
Ladies and
cold.
gentlemen, Hurricane BX has joined us.
aka Mr. Softy.
What's up, guys? What's
I
going on?
I have a funny story to tell about Jose from this weekend. So Jose has yeah, we also dubbed a new turn of phrase this weekend. So Jose has what I like to call 12th party items on this table because they're so far removed from the original product nobody even fucking knows anymore. So it's just 12th party. But he had some other I think Jose dug a little deeper this time for his table. I'm sure he'll go on this tomorrow night on Breaking the Mold right here on this channel. At the same time, different day. But he was selling something, and I was sitting next to Bricks. He and I were set up together. And anybody that knows Bricks on the Dollar, who hosts Building Up to It, Stasis Lock, Clutch Strings Crazy Sodas, Off the Runner, and 12 other of your favorite podcasts you don't know your favorite podcast. I look over and Jose is very engaged with somebody selling something. I don't know. I didn't know what it was. And I said to Bricks, what is that? And this is exactly what Bricks said. I don't know. Some crazy Megazord nonsense from Japan. He said, there's only one Megazord, and that's not it. So I just thought that was funny. And Jose, hey, shout out to Jose for being able to sell it. So
Yeah, sold a couple of those pieces this weekend. So shout out to those guys that bought it. Thank you. Having a good time. Enjoying the show so far. Tyler, welcome to ETR.
Thanks, man.
Good to see you. Let me screen share. This is going to be the photo segment for the evening. You guys see what I see?
Yes.
yes, sir.
Rock.
Right. The Spotlight Guys. This is a segment where we feature photos from Instagram that use the hashtag Realm of Collectors. Each and every single week, I search through that hashtag and pick out some photos to feature here on the show. So, first one up from Neo Tokyo 7020. He actually just posted this a few hours ago, going through the feed.
Was it at 517?
But yeah, it's a pretty cool looking thing. It's a watch, actually. There was another photo attached to this one that actually shows off the figure. So go to his Instagram feed if you want to see it.
It's a transforming watch.
Yeah, cool looking thing.
Oh wow, it's pretty cool. It's reminiscent to the old school. Remember the old school digital watch guy that transformed?
Yeah, I have one of those in pieces. I was actually going to try to wear it, and I can't find a band that fits it in my head.
That's the one thing. When we go out and buy these retro watches, they won't fit your fat leg, your fucking ankles.
Yeah. Isn't it like it just almost reminded me? Didn't you guys feature? I think like last week. There's like a Optimus Prime like watch that's supposedly coming out. Kind of reminded me of that. So
Did we?
all right, shout out. Yeah, you did.
All right.
So, shout out to Neo Tokyo 7020. Next one up from Rob's Robits.
What up, Rob?
Shout out to Rob. You can find him every Friday night on this channel. He took a picture of what is this, Super Genrai, I believe.
It's the Make Toys Thunder Manus.
Oh, that's right. I have this figure, so I'm like, why am I?
What did he take the picture in? Some sort of fucking molten maker or some shit?
That's what it reminded me. Remember, like the end of Terminator 2, like
Yeah, what the fuck is that?
Actually, guys, you remember when I was taking pictures in my microwave?
Huh?
He just turned on the microwave.
No, stop.
I don't know. I just thought that was funny.
Rob, what the hell? Where did you take this picture in?
Yeah, it's pretty cool fucking shot from Rob.
Hey, shout out to just talking shit in the chat.
Yeah, I'm just gonna fucking put him on a timeout.
Don't you need to like go pick out Lanai covers or something?
Oh, take that, bitch.
All right. Next one up from Lorigan Toys. Just the Dinobots with Optimus Prime. Look like they're about to go down, do some damage.
Yeah, that's a good picture. But where's Swoop?
Yeah.
He's taking the picture.
Oh, Brian, this is why you're here, man. Shout out to the fucking analyzer, Brian Brink. This is why he's here, people. Let's make some noise for Brian Brink.
That's right.
All right. Pretty dope shot from Lorigan Toys.
Always was heard.
Next up from Weak Self-Esteem. This is a cool one because I think he used like a little Mega Constructs figure for like the human here. Works pretty well.
Using a knockoff.
12th party. We don't even know anymore.
He just rubbed the insignia off. Yeah.
By the way, Rob said that he used the monitor trick for that photo.
Oh, okay. Makes sense.
Sweet. That's a good one there. So shout out to Weak Self-Esteem for the shot. Just Megatron terrorizing a poor helpless.
Terrorize.
And last but not least, from Energon Addict, the Flames Toys Tarn in a pretty menacing pose, showing off the light off eyes and a pretty cool, purple background, just kind of highlighting the hue of the figure.
This is the perfect example of simple but effective.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It
highlights
looks simple and a lot of work went into the shot. Don't get me wrong, but it looks simple but effective. It leaves a fucking mark on you.
Yep.
Scarlet letter.
Yeah, a figure that imposing, looks good against a clean background.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's been doing a lot of good shots lately. He's been putting in work with the camera. So.
Jägermeister,
Yeah.
Goldschlager.
He's got a new place to do this now. He doesn't have to take pictures on top of his stove anymore.
Oh wow, on a stove. That's
what he did, and he used to. They look great, but now
Yeah,
he's
took him on top of his range. Top of his range too. So he got some good pictures out of it. But once I knew what he did, I'm like, damn it. Every time I see it, I'm like, that's the top of your stuff.
Dude, I want to know about these fingers, man. They look like they cut you. I'm trying to pose those things.
Well, maybe
looking sharp.
Not for the light of heart.
Hey, Tyler, this would be the doll life of the Transformers world. Would you be in on something like this?
You know what, man? I handled the drift, and it was really good. But like, I read the comics. I don't have much of a connection with Tarn. But if they go down the G1 route, I think I'm going to be in trouble.
I think I might be with you, man. That could be a different collection for a different room, a different section.
Yeah, I'm tempted. I've been getting these model kits, and I'm tempted by their IDW figure that's like this of Prime they're doing, just because it's Prime. I'm on the fence about that one when they finally open up the pre-order. I may go ahead and jump on that, but yeah.
Yeah, so figures looking good, and the rest of their stuff coming out definitely looking good. So shout out to Energon Addict. Check them out on Instagram. And that's it for the week, guys. If you want to be featured here on the show, all you got to do is post a toy photo on Instagram. You have to use the hashtag Realm of Collectors. The Realm of Collectors hashtag, so you don't miss out on any of those great photos. And most importantly, have fun. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram at Realm of Collectors.
Thanks, Jose. And I don't think you said this. These pictures are also featured on. Will they get posted on realmofcollectors.com?
Yes, they will.
And they also are featured on our website, realmofcollectors.com. There's a gallery section there. I never mentioned this. There's a huge gallery section there of all the pictures basically we've ever featured, and I think they're all there. So go there and check out some cool toy photography.
Yes, yeah. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Jose, man. And man, really cool hanging with you this weekend again.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Good time.
Thanks for everything.
And by the way, I'm wearing your Bobby Skullface Megatron towel as like a tunic. It's around my,
it's around better than a diaper.
It's around my waist, and yeah, I don't think you're gonna want it back. Just saying.
All right, I'm on it. I'm on it. All right, later, guys.
And Jose,
no, he's here to do a job.
He was mad. He was definitely pissed off.
No, I was just gonna plug his show. Good stuff. That he captured from this weekend.
Yeah, I didn't hear it yet, but if it's anything like he did for TFCon, I'm sure it's gonna be fucking incredible. So
yeah, well, let's plug it for him. So Hurricane BX has a podcast called Verbally Challenged, where he talks about a number of different topics, from pro wrestling to action figures to road trips to community. And I jokingly have given him this title, but I think it's true. Jose is the Realm of Collectors official historian, because he talks to people about the events, and he takes lots of photos, all sorts of cool stuff. So shout out to Jose, and then make sure you give him a listen on his show. It's available on all your favorite audio platforms. So,
and Ralphie the Vendetta is in the chat, and he had a nice little segment on there, and it kind of choked me up a little bit, man. It's good. It's good catching up with him this weekend. He had some good things to say.
I had a really good he drove me back to my apartment to get ready for you guys. We had a really cool talk on the way home. So shout out to Ralph, man. I'm glad this weekend I got a lot of one-on-one time with a lot of people. So it was really cool that I don't normally do.
Yeah, it was a good weekend. You guys want to talk about that a little bit before we go to the next segment?
Sure. Let's do it. Let's talk it up.
This is the first time I'd been to Toy Con. Tyler, have you been to Toy Con before?
I have.
Did you go a couple times while you were up here?
Yep.
Or down here, I guess at this point, or over here. I don't know, however you want to say it. But it was interesting. It was, you know, my only experience with toy shows in New Jersey was in JCC, and it's a lot bigger. It's a completely different crowd. I did not hardly see any of the, you know, I can think of about 15 or 20 people at NJCC. I guess I've been 4 times now, and I always see the same people. I didn't see any of the same people that I recognize from NJCC.
There was one guy I knew.
Okay.
The G.I. Joe guy with the little fucking bag that the cart that he wheels.
I didn't even see him.
He was there.
What'd you guys think? I mean, you guys have been before. You guys have both been before, right?
Yeah, I've been before.
Yeah, I've been going to the show for almost 3 years now.
And I don't know when it started, but yeah, I think it's been 3 years for me as well. I will say this show's a little bit different. I just feel that the merchandise that the vendors brought was I don't know, more stuff piqued my interest. Like I used to be able to, you know, go through half of one of those gyms, like 2 aisles, but like, I'm not interested in anything here. But there is something in every aisle for me that, you know, it definitely caught my gaze. Spent some time looking around. It's good stuff. Mythic Legions, of course, you know, was the purpose.
It's definitely taking a turn, man. I see a lot more modern in this show. There was a lot of Marvel Legends where past shows they just started to kind of couple tables here and there. You knew the guys to go to, but it seems like everybody was competing on the Legends line. You know,
I will say that made me so glad that I've gotten out of selling Marvel Legends. There was a guy across the way from us that he had probably 3 tables there, a corner, and he had them stacked 8 deep all the way around that table. Yeah, it was a lot.
And he had some older ones too, which was kind of cool to see.
Yeah. See, that's what would get me a little bit more interested, like seeing some older ones you can't find, not the ones that are in the store, the newer ones, the hotter ones that are inflated, like, you know, 3 times the amount of retail. But it just seems like everybody was trying. There was a lot of squirrels chasing the same nut. You know what I mean? At this show, but I love it. I love the mix of old school retro shit with new stuff. Like 1 minute you're going, oh man, I remember this. I was walking with my nephew. Michael came through and I was showing him I had this board games, anything from like old Mego dolls to this, that, the other thing, and he's laughing like, you know, yeah, you're fucking old, Uncle Dust. But it's just really cool, like the nostalgia it brings on, and then you can see something that's modern. You're like, wow, I haven't seen that yet. That looks pretty cool. Not for $60, you know, but you know, very high. Prices were a little high on some of the stuff.
And John B in the chat just reminded me, I did put up an album of about 80 pictures of all the stuff there. So if you want to go see what we saw, just go out there, have a look.
Yeah. It's bigger than NJCC, and I know NJCC holds a special place in our heart for being the place that we really started all this off. But this show is huge. It's 2 large gymnasiums plus other rooms, like think high school gymnasiums, full court basketball, full of vendor tables, and then you had the back with the video games, and you had your cosplayers, your slot racers. There was just so much you could do. So if you come with the kids, or you could spend the whole day there and not be bored. Where like sometimes at NJCC you're running the tables over and over because it's just a smaller affair. So. It's a good show. I really enjoy this show.
Was it in the same place? What is it? A VFW building?
It's a Police Athletic League Center, PAL Center.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a huge complex.
Yeah, I talked to a couple buddies and they said it seemed bigger this year. Like more vendors and more people, both in
Did
and out.
somebody have an alarm going off? Not me, is it?
Is that someone's O2 detector? Get out of the house, quick, run.
Carbon monoxide.
Who's pinging?
Oh, I know what that is. I don't know if you guys can hear that. So
Yeah,
Roku remotes have a find me button, and someone is
someone's looking for Roku. They need to do that shit for the fucking fire stick because
Hang
I'm
on.
going to tell you guys right now, the fire stick is the most fucking the remote that I've lost the most. I've never lost a remote so much than the fire stick, and it's usually like under a fucking fat fucking flab or something. It's got wedged somewhere in my fucking butt crack or some shit. It's so small.
Yeah.
That's what she said.
Where the fuck? Oh, there it is. It's underneath my breast.
Hey,
I was just trying to do a comedy while Chris came back with us. So. Did they find it? Okay, back to the comedy. I don't know. It was behind
Please,
my
no,
ear.
I'm back. Jesus Christ.
All right, great.
Somebody said you want to ask if you're on a Dixie Chicks shirt. It was Jisk. Jisk is in the chat making jokes. So it's so adorable. Yeah. So
Time for jokes.
you know, and I found out about like apparently there's a big toy show in York, Pennsylvania, the Sunday after Thanksgiving. They claim to have 800 vendors there.
800?
Yeah.
Huh.
Where?
It's in York, so it's about an hour north of here. JD had mentioned it, and I looked it up. So I think I may try to go.
It's like the fucking hunt for Red October over there.
Random torpedo. Did you find it? You got the remote?
I'm the last of my kind.
Okay, I don't. Please make it stop beeping. I don't need to hear the beeping.
Next on Enter the Realm,
buddy.
where is the Roku remote?
Check your butt crack.
We go live with Pinkerton to find out.
It's not there. It's not there. So, no, it was I just went for Saturday. Actually, my fault, I guess. I didn't realize it was a 2-day show till or middle of the week. But you know, I brought some dioramas. I actually sold 2, and I sold a couple mezcos. I have to tell a story on myself though. So I've been toting around this old man Logan to sell for a long time, this mezco, and Riddler Circle was interested in it. So I told him the price, and we exchanged currency, and away he went with it. Later that night, he sends me a picture and says, something's missing, and the figure's not in the box. I had been carrying around my old man Logan figure box, thinking it was a figure. And luckily, I never sold it to somebody I didn't know because I would have been awful.
First
But,
he steals paint apps, now he steals figures.
Yeah. So I boxed up today, which I didn't freaking realize.
Scammer.
I know. I didn't realize the freaking post office was closed today till I'm in at the door with an armful of packages. But
Do they not? Do they? Does yours have the machine or whatever?
Raul?
What? No, not that one. No. Like
No,
like
Raul
my
works
post
wait a minute.
office.
Huh? What?
Raul works at the post office.
No. The little automated machine, so you don't have to go wait in line or whatever.
Oh no, they don't. Come on.
Lame.
You got all that Nike money up there and all that Adidas money.
Nike money.
So that York show for me is about 2.5.
Yeah.
So it's probably the same amount as going to NJCC.
So yeah, so
doable.
it's Sunday 9 to 3. It's one day.
Oh wow, 9 to 3
Yeah. Yeah.
with 800 vendors, and it's only fucking 6 hours.
I don't know, man.
That
I'm just
doesn't make any sense.
telling you what I read.
I'll be driving back from Maine that day.
Yeah, I'll let you take the hit on that one. Let us know what's up.
Yeah, we'll let you know. I
Oh,
think
you're coming up this direction, huh, Brink?
Yeah, man.
You might have to hit me up.
You guys could stop and sit on the dock of the bay and drink what kind of beer you drink in that part of the world.
How far are you from Portland? There,
Oh, not far at all.
oh, sweet.
Portland, Maine, or Portland, Oregon?
Oregon, obviously, it's the only one that matters.
A lot of Portland's going on here.
There's only 2.
Sitting on the dock of the bay. All right. Yeah. So ToyCon was fun. One of the reasons I was going was kind of scouted out for the wife for the glasses. I think she probably would do well there.
I think she would do really good
Yeah.
there.
So there was nothing like that there. Nothing at all. So.
Especially if you turn her Superman logo, Spider-Man, everything.
Oh yeah.
The fucking realm of pop culture, not just Transformers and shit like that. Because I don't think as many Transformers collectors there as you think there would be.
Right. Yeah, that was probably I only saw maybe 1 or 2 people with any quantity of Transformers. I actually saw a little bit of third party stuff, but
yeah, there's no really real third party there at all. It's very, 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 very light. But we could change that.
Oh yeah, absolutely. We could change that for sure. So plans to think about. Now, is that a 2 time a year show?
Yeah, 2 times a year. It's usually sometimes sometimes it falls in the spring, but looking at like my Facebook memories, it fell on the same weekend last year. This year did.
Okay.
And then I think the next one is usually like fallish or right before fall or in the summer. I don't remember. Because I remember there was some it was really warm, some of the shows. I can't remember exactly the dates, but I've been going for about 3 years, so I enjoy the show. It's a bigger balance of stuff.
Gotcha. Yeah, I agree. It is definitely more stuff. There was a lot of like I noticed that those schmucks over in that one room, kind of in the back. That I don't think
there was nothing in there.
Well, just from a vendor standpoint, there was a guy. He had like nothing but like Godzilla stuff, which I thought was kind of cool.
Yeah, a lot of pops. A lot of pops. A lot of pops.
You're always gonna pop.
Pop,
And people buy them. So.
pop.
All right. I guess we'll let Mr. Brink.
Well, before we just move on, I just want to shout thank you guys for coming through. I had a great time. The party was great. Everybody hanging out here. I hope you guys all had a good time. I really appreciate you guys. I love to keep open my doors to you guys. Love to hang out with you guys. The lunch was fucking insane. Going to Buffalo Wild Wings. I think that was the biggest squad we had at a Toy Con show. It was almost 30 people sitting there for lunch. We had a great time. So
Yeah. Also,
I really want to thank you guys.
yeah.
Oh, Brian, I think you got a story for the time.
Yeah. I forgot about that. And hey, also too, shout out to B-Dubs. It turns out it can be done. A single person can serve 20-something people, and everybody get their food.
On point. Yeah, they can. I think she definitely brought back some love for B-Dubs. I think
I had a 4 for 4 from Wendy's. Shout out to Brick's girl for doing that for us.
But yeah, though my story is, I was walking the aisles at Toy Con, and this guy comes up to me and he goes, I heard you talking to somebody and I recognized your voice. And then when I went to see who it was, I did recognize you. And it turns out it was a guy I knew in high school. I used to live up in northern New Jersey in my high school days. And dude, after 23 years, freaking recognized me. I think that's nuts.
Incredible story. It was really fucking incredible.
So we got to talking, and it's not often that you find someone from your past that's into this hobby. So that was really, really cool.
That's the craziest part about it.
Yeah. Not only did you meet in New Jersey, but it was at a toy show, and you guys have similar interests, which was fucking dope.
Yeah.
And a really good dude, man. That dude was really cool. He came to lunch. We were hanging with him, talking with him. I really hope he felt like he was, part of the family and very, comfortable with us.
Yep. So his name's Vernon. We've got him in the group already, and he's posted some pics. He's into Mythic Legions and Storm Collectibles type stuff.
No.
And, yeah.
He's done some cool stuff, man. He's got like he's got the Thundercats on Mythic Legions bodies with armor and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It looks pretty cool. He has the Archangel wings and one of those crazy heads it comes with on a Legion's body. So some cool stuff.
Yep. So it was nice. Thank you to everyone who chatted him up at lunch and during the con, made him feel welcome. That was really, really awesome. And this funny story is, I was talking to him. I was like, "So, dude, what are you doing here?" He's like, "Oh, well, my wife kind of let me out." She's like, "Why don't you go out and have a good time? Go look at these mythic things, whatever you're interested in." And and then I hit him up. I was like, "Yeah, well, what are you doing for lunch?" He's like, "Oh, yeah, my wife said I should call somebody, since it's my day to myself." And I was like, "No, you're coming to lunch with us." Nice. And, I can only imagine, though, when he gets back, he's like, "Honey, you'll never guess what happened to me today." I can only imagine. So,
well, when we walked in for lunch, we were all piling in. He was just standing by the front door, and I'm like, "Yo, come on, get over here." And he just sat right up, and after I would easily say after like 5 minutes, I think he just was mad comfortable with us.
Yep,
so.
Yep, absolutely.
That's all it takes.
Yeah, man.
Welcome. I sent him the link. I don't know if he's watching tonight, but get him in on all this.
Yeah, well, just like one last thing I need to say, like we don't need a convention to make this happen. You know what I mean? We just find a focal point and we have the right people. And what was so cool about it was like I walked into the living room, and I mean, we were pretty deep here. It was pretty fucking deep. We ran out of seating and whatnot, but there was toys everywhere. There was Mythic Legions all over the coffee table. Jose bought the new Siege line. Everybody was fucking with some sort of toy and just bullshitting and having a good time. And then for me, honestly, I just stop, I look around, and I smile. It's really fucking great, and I enjoy it. So you don't need a con or something special to enjoy what we all bring to the table. You know, we just need a meeting place. Excuse me. Sorry, I get a little fucking emotional about shit like this with you guys. So,
We love you too, Dust.
thank you guys. I really appreciate it. It was a really good weekend, really. Other than the sour milk at the bottom of the steps. But, you know. I'm on the third white vinegar treatment on the bottom of the steps.
Oh man, we were giving you shit for that. That's
Yeah,
good.
if anybody doesn't know, I was coming up with groceries the other day. I was trying to Iron Man it with 12 bags of groceries. Within those bags are 3 gallons of water for Gary, who never came back to drink that water, and 1 gallon of milk. And something fell out of the bag, bounced down 14 steps, and exploded at the bottom of the stairway. And it was not a gallon of milk. Water, excuse me. It was a gallon of milk. So I thought, okay, I'll clean it up. It'll be fine. And it was fine for a day or two until everybody had to walk through the door. And there was dust at the top of the steps. Just hold your breath. Don't worry about it. It's milk. I spilled it. Come on up. Don't worry about the breath. Just hold your breath. It's coming up. Milk's coming up. You know, it's very embarrassing after cleaning the apartment for 7 hours.
Dude, and then you
Explain to people why there's a milk smell at the bottom of the steps.
I'm like, milk, why'd you buy all that milk? And he's like, well, you know, you need it for your coffee. I was like, we don't need that much for coffee. You're like, no, but I bought Danish.
I bought Danish. Danish, man.
Milk with Danish.
Dude, you guys don't understand. Like if I open up my door to people, I got to make sure everybody's got a little bit of everything that they need. You know what I mean? So there was Danish, there was cereal. I had everything covered for milk. The milk was, and then it covered the bottom of my fucking stairs.
Hey, real quick too. One more thing about that night. So it's just funny. Everybody leaves, and the people that are staying, and then we get into some YouTube rabbit hole.
How the hell did that happen?
I don't know, but all I know is it gets to be like 2 in the morning, and Chuck's like, "Hey, Dust, you got any hard liquor?" I'm like, Chuck, it's 2 in the morning. He's like, so what?
More fucked up than he was.
That night snuck up on me. It was 3 o'clock, and we were still up. I'm like, all right, that's it. That's enough.
Picks. We were going through some old school shit, Sesame Street and shit like that.
Oh,
It was
yeah.
fucking crazy. What the fuck?
Wait, what was the cuddle patch? No, the cuckle.
The Chuckle Packs, the Magic Garden. Shout out to
Don't blow our names of our show ideas.
Yeah. Shh. Keep it quiet. But yeah,
And
man,
then,
I think that was a good part of the night too, guys. I really
Yeah, the Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared on YouTube. Wow. And then we watched
did
too many cooks.
we did a little
Too
bit
many
of
cooks.
yeah,
Classic.
it was a little bit of a decompressing after the event. So it was a nice hour or so. And you know who we got to blame for that? That was Gort. Gort started that shit. So
You know, it's funny. I was talking to Mason when I got home. He was helping me with open some of these figures up, and I pulled that up. I was like, "Let me see your phone. I want to show you something on YouTube." And like you can see if somebody's watched something. He's already watched them all. I said, "You watch this?" He's like, "Oh yeah." It came out when I was like 11. Well, shit. Okay. I'd never seen it before, so
yeah, what a fucking great weekend. Thank you guys again, and shout out to everybody that came through. Shout out to everybody that came back to the crib and chilled out, man. I hope you guys had a good time because I really did, and it was really cool to get some one-on-one time with people.
yeah, it was a good time for sure. Okay, Brink,
Except for the milk.
show us some photos of gallons of milk around the world.
Hey, by the way, who was taking the Glade plugins out of the fucking? Was that Brian? Were you taking it? Was that bothering you? Every room I went into, the plugins were out of the.
I had to plug in my phone charger, so.
Oh, all right, whatever. You also knocked out the fucking modem all night long, but
No, I did not.
That was probably me. That was probably me undoing the air inflator.
I woke up and I was like, "Oh boy, let me check to see if I paid my cable bill."
All right. Are you guys seeing this?
Yes, sir.
Dan, you see this?
Totally.
Dan, what do you think of the party?
I thought it was great. You know, I had a blast. You know, I loved,
Awesome.
seeing the look on Chris's face when, that cake came out and we were all singing happy birthday to him. I mean, it was just,
You were singing from the closet.
no, I
Oh.
wouldn't, because you got too many bodies in there and I didn't want to be around
Not
that.
too many boxes. My closet's full of fucking
Let the
empty
boxes hit the floor.
All right, let's get through this. So,
I love the way you say it.
yeah,
Hang on, Tyler. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay.
Tyler, I don't want to be an influence. I don't. Want
Oh,
you
that
back
looks
in.
like shit.
Yeah, it does. It really does, man. I saw it today with color. I just laughed my ass off.
So I'm sorry. This
Is that a legend scale?
We don't know.
No,
yet.
no, that's masterpiece.
No, it's not.
No.
Masterpiece
It's got to
scale.
be legend scale.
This is final victory. It's those. Remember, we saw those test shots not too long ago, and everybody was like, "Oh, they look pretty cool."
And then
So-
I said, "Yeah, wait till you get some color on these motherfuckers."
So I was looking at that Final Victory logo, and I immediately thought it was Fans Toy just because the way the logo shaped and the font. What if this is Fans Toys getting into the Legends game? Are you serious with the damn Roku remote again? Hey, somebody come get this damn remote, please.
Yo, shout out to Sub Hunt.
God. You sank my battleship. Come get the damn thing.
B-17.
Why? Pick that wherever it goes, please. How did it even get down here? Oh, I thought that Mason literally ran down the stairs. You guys have been in my house and just fell from the landing to the fucking floor. I thought he was just being a jackass. Hey, jackass, will you give me another cup of coffee? Thanks, champ. Come on, Chief. Come on, Sport.
Sorry, my eyes are watering.
Come on, Sub Captain.
B7.
Sub B-17. You sank my battleship.
Oh my goodness.
Hit.
Oh,
Yeah, this is definitely
That looks even worse.
I know,
Go back
I
to that
know,
picture.
bro. Everybody was like, "Hey, it looks pretty good." Everything. See, here's the thing: things look a lot better when it's in gray, fucking test shot prototype color, and then when you slap the color, slap some paint on it, or just make, this thing is a fucking train wreck, bro.
What is the panel on his right
This
foot?
looks-
Go back.
This is a masterpiece scaled figure.
there we go.
What is that? He's got shin guards on. He's gonna go and play soccer later.
Pow, zowie.
We're gonna take down Fans Toys. They
So
thought.
no, this has got to be Legends. Look at the hand.
No, it's not, dude. Remember we saw this a while ago? This is Final Victory. It was a new company out of nowhere. They had this, they had a beachcomber, and they had a brawn.
They got things.
But we don't know, guy. I don't think this is. I think this is Legends. Scale.
No, they had it scaled with fucking masterpiece scaled figures. Somebody in the chat, come on.
I don't think we've ever seen it with another figure.
Yes, we did. Unless it was a Photoshop, but I don't think so.
I don't know. I'm thinking Chug.
Someone's got to co-sign me in the fucking chat.
Look, you can do that.
Who cares? It's dumb.
Next.
Now, okay.
My Iron Giant can do that.
Yeah, see, Rob Milton in the chat said, according to the pics, they had it with MPs.
I don't know.
Remember?
Rob,
Don't make me fucking fire up the fucking screen sharing and find this fucking thing. Justin L said he saw the photo also.
All right.
Someone send it to Brian
Okay,
Brink so he
well,
can share it with us.
On TFW, which that's always the truth.
Jisk One from the DMH headquarters says they are MP scaled.
Yep.
Wow.
Okay.
Sunday he says MP.
Okay. I just cannot believe somebody tried to. Hey, go back. Hang on. Nobody needs to see that shit anyways. Go back. Hang on. That's good. I just can't believe they're trying to put this out in this climate that we're in, as far as what our expectations are for this.
It looks like it's painted with nail polish.
Yeah, it looks like they painted it from Uncle Herschel's barn painting brush.
Uncle Herschel.
It's not really a brush; it's actually a broom.
Yeah. Now, 2 years ago we'd be all up on this, but
It's a 5
No,
millimeter thing.
2 years ago we had
well, JD says in the chat
Abomination.
it's Legends. Look at the ports, 5mm. But I'm telling you, man, they posted this with pictures of
I
masterpiece.
don't know. If this was Legends and that's a 5 millimeter, then this thing is huge. This would be Chug at least, I would think.
Hang on, let me look here. I've got the images here. I just want to compare.
Go to the Shocker. I'm gonna tell you, just put it up. Good night, Dan.
So that's the
Jose
same.
says that their
I see some unseeable foreseeable future on the horizon there.
That is next week. Yep.
Ugh.
Jose says that this is
Starts
reminiscent of
ramping
the
up
Hands
next
Toys logo.
I
Dan.
said the same thing. I literally said the same thing.
Oh.
I don't
Dan,
know,
does it
man.
ramp up next week for work for you?
Is that next week or is it the week after?
Probably the week after. Go ahead.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, it is the week after. Yeah, because no, that is next week. Shit, Black Friday's next week.
Yeah, man. Thanksgiving's early this year.
Woohoo.
All right, Joe in the chat posted it. So
Yeah.
can you click on it? We'll load it up.
So Thanksgiving does seem like it's super early, and the reason is it's
Here it is. Masterpiece scale G1 Huffer, Warpath, and Brawn.
I literally just read that out loud, but yes.
I'm sorry.
Thanksgiving, it seems so early because the 1st of November was on a Thursday, and it's the 4th Thursday. So
Gotcha.
that's why it seems early.
Okay, so they're not posted with anything.
No, there is the pictures where
But hang on,
Right.
go
But
up.
they
if you
mention
go
it.
up, They've got this thing going in. If you click on go down to the link that says Final Victory G1 Warpath. There you go. There's pictures of it in a Prime trailer. But who knows what kind of trailer it actually is.
there was a picture with all of them standing around with other ones. That's it. Come on.
Keep scrolling.
It's fucking masterpiece scale, guys. Stop.
Scroll.
Stop with the nonsense.
It definitely looks like MP.
Yeah, stop with the nonsense.
Hey,
Yeah.
keep going, Brink. Down at the you fucker. They literally have pictures of them with other stuff.
Oh yeah, I remember this.
Yeah, so do I. Oh, look at that, guys. Oh,
I'm glad we had this argument.
Okay, but I will say that
This now.
compared to what was that crazy bad cube one called?
the big ass motherfucking one with all the fucking kibble and shit.
Yeah,
War Dog.
War Dog. So yeah. Oh, look at Tyler coming out with the
Yeah.
name.
He remembers.
You couldn't forget that bastard, could you?
Yo, anybody
My
that's ever
fingers still
transformed that fucking figure will never forget the name.
Yeah, one of
so
my
you can see the
fingernails.
little panels on his shit already.
One of my fingernails has never grown in right again. But this figure or that Warpath is half the size of that War Dog.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I get that. But for you guys to look at it, it looks like a fucking legend scale figure, but it's masterpiece class.
God,
These figures are trash.
Stupid.
They're
It's fucking-
trash. Why even bother? You know what? You know what? They would have probably been better off if they lowered these down to a legend scale, because that's the fucking all hoopla, and it looks like that's what
they will.
Oh, you know what? This is fucking.
the engineering is.
No, this is Legends, and they beat Mex Fans Toys upscale.
The oversized. They're
They
over,
beat them
over,
to the upside game.
they're oversized legends.
All right.
Justin Elson in the chat, maybe the $30.
Maybe so, yeah. And people will buy it.
$9, I bet.
All right.
Jose's on it.
Let's move on with this.
All right.
polarizing news.
All right. At least we myth busted.
Thank you, Joe V, for sending me that link.
All right, Joe. Shout out to Joe.
Now we know. All right.
Don't know
Zhang
that you
Jing,
know.
Zhang Jing's Dragon Megatron,
Who?
Winged Dragon.
Who?
Zhang,
Tail Beast.
Who is it?
Zhang Jing.
All right. I just wanted you to say that.
Okay. Well, you can see here that the Megatron comes with multiple faces. Yeah.
Manny faces.
Manny. Oh, let's see.
Jay Zhang faces.
Tyler, you like the Beast Wars?
Not even a little bit.
All right.
You went from bad to worse, man.
Moving on.
You don't dabble in the Beast Wars whatsoever?
No.
Tyler, I put this in here for you, and Dust, I also put this in here for you. Does this rekindle? Maybe, Tyler, you want to go get at least a trio here? Look how shiny.
Here's a fucking story for you guys, because we spent easily an hour between Chris, myself, and Brian on Friday night. Brian was posing the figure, and we were watching some screen clips from the cartoon and from the movie, and we were all discussing it. And Chris, thanks, you definitely were in on that discussion with us a little bit, and we were pointing out
How much
different.
did you have to drink, Chris?
No, we were drinking.
None. I didn't
Little-
have anything to drink.
Well, Chris wasn't. He was just sitting there, and we were pointing out some pros and cons for each one, and blah blah blah. And I'm like, I think I'm cool with the XTB. I wake up in the morning, and I see a Facebook Messenger bubble pop up. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Who the fuck is, because I have everything muted. It's Hanny. And I'm like, okay, why is Hanny? He said, haha, okay, I got a PayPal invoice for you. I'm like, huh? So I scroll back up. Fucking Brian Brink and Pinkerton sold me on Quietus. Please invoice me. Jesus, I really liked my XTB. Beers and bots with friends don't mix. Shout out to Drunk Buying. You motherfuckers.
Got him.
You motherfuckers got me. So
Well, I mean, honestly, yeah, we did it. It was almost like us doing this shit we would do on here, but we did it live. It was,
I wish we really would have had we really would have been recording it, because we were really pointing out some highs and lows of both figures and discussing it. And I really enjoyed the discussion. I guess I really enjoyed it so much that I said, fuck it, I might need both. So yeah, he invoiced me today, and Quietus is on the way.
nice. Yeah, it's funny. I was I brought some Legends figures because a couple people want to look at them, Gord in particular, and then Chuck brought like I don't know, a ton of them, and I was messing with his, and he sold me on another one of those. So Hanny's gonna hit me up when he gets the Magic Square. What is the Ultra Magnus in? Yeah, so
Sucks, huh? It sucks.
Realm of Enablers.
Yes, exactly. Realm of Enablers. But
I thought I had written down
Fucking
whose pick this was, and I wanted to shout them out.
no, this is really nice. This is a dope pick.
But I'm sorry, dude, that I forgot to get it.
Yeah, this is nicely done.
Chris, to your question in the chat around Decepticon symbols, this is the proper one, despite what anyone else says. Fight me. All right, next.
I don't think I would put those on my figure, but they're nice.
Here is the Siege stuff coming out. I just want to say Jose got the line on Saturday, brought it in, and let us play with all his toys. And I'd say I was really impressed. I thought the stuff was done really, really well.
We put Sideswipe next to the MP. This looks like a smaller version. Doesn't have the engineering, but aesthetically, they took a lot from that figure.
Yeah, I think I think it does. You mean keep in mind? So how long ago did Lambor come out? The masterpiece. It's like 3-4 years now, right?
Yeah,
Probably more.
at the beginning. No, not that long.
He was like one of the first ones after MP10.
Yeah, isn't he MP12?
Yeah, might be.
Pretty sure he was.
So
shout out to the nerds in the chat to let us know.
So this Sideswipe is, I mean, it's literally like a chug version of the masterpiece. There's a couple little things that are just annoying, that like, why didn't you do this? But like the transformation is literally the same. That one's great. The Prime is pretty good. The Megatron is great in bot mode. It's kind of ass in tank mode. But then like on the other end of the spectrum, I thought the Hound was fucking awful.
Yeah, it was a little bit more stylized and crazy.
But the transformation just isn't clean, and it really comes across. So I mentioned this, I think, last time, but Jisk and I talked about this, is the difference between a toy and a collectible. So obviously it's all toys, but
yeah, they're toys. These are toys.
But like the Lambor, I'm sorry, here I am talking fancy. The Sideswipe and the Prime, you could really get as like collectibles. But like the Hound to me just comes across as a toy. It's just it looks like a chunky rescue bot. That's the best way to describe it.
What I didn't like, what my dislikes of this line, and I'm really interested, and I think I may just grab some of these just to have something to fuck around with. They were kind of the deluxes were a little smaller and very light. The figures were very light. I know there's no die cast or whatnot, but I got to tell you guys, less waffles. I didn't transform them. I just played with them in a robot mode. The backpacks, on them were on Prime and Megatron are kind of annoying, but it is what it is. But from front, they're very clean, and there's a lot of articulation that we have never seen before in figures on these guys. So
yeah.
I'm not writing it off as garbage, man. I can't say this is Combiner War shit at all. I really think they've come leaps and bounds since that. I know the retail prices on these guys are a little bit higher, but if that means we're getting a little something more like this, I think it's fair.
Yeah, so you're right. The waffles are gone, which was everybody's big
complaint. They're not gone. They're not as bad.
I can't think of a single waffle I saw on that
inner thighs. inner thigh waffles, the
I
elbow.
don't remember an inner thigh waffles.
Yeah, there's inner thigh waffles.
One thing
You don't remember me running around the house with a bottle of syrup?
I do not, but I don't remember a lot. So,
Well, okay.
Also, the Prime though, they actually, they have the gap in the back because of the legs. They actually have a panel that covers that up. They actually made an effort to cover.
What I liked about the Prime was the kibble on the back. They made it look like it was like a jetpack.
right.
What you got on the back of Prime, there's a little bit of kibble on the back, but it kind of looks like the side swipe backpack from that one episode, but it's not really. But it looks like a jetpack, on the back. So it's not totally hateful. It really is not.
Real quick, Justin.
I think people are going to be very, very, very surprised with this line.
Justin L up in the chat. He said, when MP Lambert came out, I didn't know anybody, and I just was thinking about that. That's kind of interesting. When MP Lambert came out,
I can't believe I just said people are going to be surprised with this line. Wow.
Well, Tyler, let me ask you. Go back one real quick. I'm sorry.
We're going to send Tyler a full wave.
Yeah. So
No thanks.
No. I'm just saying that I know your kids used to pick up some Transformers here and there. Do you think that this line might grab their attention because it looks more like the stuff they've seen in the G1 cartoons? I mean, the Prime robot mode is
pretty on
it's
point.
the best.
Well, they
they've had.
Yeah, they were actually just looking at these the other day. They were looking at the Prime, but they got the what was the last wave that came out that had the Prime?
Oh, Powder Primes
with the Orion packs in it.
Powder Primes.
They got that one. That one's not bad. But I mean, the one it's not here. I don't know if it's in this wave or not. The one they were really looking at was the Ultra Magnus.
That's coming
Because it's been a while.
Yeah,
because it's been a while since there's been a good Ultra Magnus.
What I like about that Ultra Magnus is like the robot mode looks like the original G1 robot mode, but the vehicle mode is the car robots, the robots in the skies vehicle.
Yeah.
So it's kind of cool how they could transition from those two.
Transition is that
transition? Yeah,
is that conditioning a transition?
That's it.
Now,
I bet you there's a class for that.
Is that the Prime you sent me the picture of, Chris?
Yes, the one that I had on my
looked like a legend.
It did, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not crazy about the vehicle. It's so the chest he has there's a false. This backpack folds this false Cybertronian looking chest.
Faux chest. Yeah. And I get why they did it because they wanted to make it look more spacey and more crazier. But
and what's the price tag on these leaders? You guys were saying the deluxes were more. How much are the deluxes now?
I think deluxes are going to be retailing from $18.99 to $20.
I thought that's what the last ones were.
No, they were like $15, $16.
Basically, everything added $5, I believe.
I don't think it was that much, but yeah. Jose got him for a pretty good fucking price. Like he only got him for a couple bucks over retail.
Yeah, this guy had him for only a couple bucks over.
Yeah, only $2-3 over retail. So he picked up the Sideswipe, the Megatron, the Prime, the Hound.
He got everything that we see here. Actually,
did he get the other guys?
He got the little ones too. He just didn't.
No, I didn't see them. I didn't see them on the table.
Oh, well, that's what I was gonna say. A guy had him at the show.
Yeah.
Wow,
Toy-Con. He had him at Toy-Con.
Yep.
And only a few selected online retailers have them yet. They're not in the stores. Really, they're hitting on the coast, but not here yet. So
I've seen the little guys at those little bitty carded ones at the at retail, but that's it. I haven't seen any of the other ones. So
yeah, I was impressed, man, for a retail line from Hasbro.
Yep.
I'm not gonna say. I mean, it's not something I'm running out again, but I'm not gonna. It's kind of hard. They're not pieces of shit like the past. It seems like they're going in a better direction. But to me, they seem very light. Some of the plastic was, well,
it's gonna be light. But what I'll say is, I think that it's. I think just messing with these. I mean, probably the last time I really messed with any retail Transformers was probably Combiner War. So it's been several years now, but. Or whatever the Headmasters one was after that, but these just seem to be done in a completely different direction.
Yeah, like it was a totally different team.
Yeah,
it was fun. They were fun. The articulation is fun. The joints held. Every joint held. They were tight. Everything was tight about the figures. So yeah, check them out. I mean, just save that receipt.
And these are actually Voyager scale, and this thing had like 30 steps in the transformation. I was
Oh, it's not even a leader class.
No, it's a
No,
Wow. Okay.
it's in the new Voyager class, which is
It's a little bigger, but I think overall it'll end up scaling better with everything else. So the Voyagers, Shockwave is Shockwave a leader class? It's
he's
coming
leader.
out?
Yeah,
I need to look that up because everybody's talking about it. I haven't seen it yet.
it looks good. It comes with a lot of kibble and parts forming.
Chris, do you want me to
But
pull
the robot itself looks really good by himself.
Chris, would you like me to go through the news from 2 weeks ago?
No, I was probably asleep.
I don't think Chris was here that week.
No, he wasn't. Yeah.
That's all right, guys. I'm sure I'll find it. So,
all
right.
Next.
Good conversation.
All right. Last week, we kind of went through this before, but we only had pictures of alt modes. So I just wanted to. This is the. Hey, this might have actually been teased back when Tyler was still on.
Yeah, I was going to say, Tyler, do you remember
the
transform and roll out Hova?
Yeah, they were calling him Hova. This jazz that was probably from 3 years ago.
That shit actually came out.
Yeah, I think they were hinting this before the Make Toys jazz.
I think you guys made a joke one week when I was on. It says, "And 1,000 nerds that didn't cancel their pre-orders cry all at once."
Fuck. It's in my it's on the way. God damn it. $65. Fuck.
That's terrible.
So anyway, we just have some comparisons here. We have Toy World in the middle, Make Toys over here, and then this is the Hova in robot mode. And just so you can see the subtle differences. In the other pictures we've seen of Hova, the wheels are actually down, kind of looking like this. So it looks like they do fold up. So I guess they were mistransformed before.
I'm just mad that nobody's hiding the wheels.
But yeah. But anyway, that's what you get from the side. Hova has a large shelf chest area there. I'm not too happy about that.
Oh, I've heard those shelf chests. It's easy to drop food on them.
Other than that, they look good. So,
well, which one do you got? I don't have this, obviously.
I have the one in the middle.
Okay.
I got it for a deal from G Money.
Which one is that now?
This is the Toy World Coolsville.
All right, Coolsville. Do you think they're going to make another MAGA jazz for the new line?
Maybe. We'll see.
I can only hope.
But there they are.
Hope's not a fan.
Also,
all right.
We got a repaint of Skids, also known as Crosscut. I don't know what this one's actual name is. But anyway, just some quick pics of
man. I'd have to say that looks just like the other one, but it's a different color and a different face.
Yep.
Mask off.
Yeah. And it's So was this a G1 release? You'll have to forgive my ignorance here.
Well, it's a Diaclone colors, isn't it?
I think it was an E-Hobby release when they were doing the
Diaclone.
Hopefully they fixed the arm issue.
And look, he has no mouth here, and then here he's also got a muffled mouth, so it all works out.
Hey, either way, Mr. Anderson. I liked your meme on that one. So here we go. Yeah, so it's an e-hobby. Look at, man, I tell you what, based solely on that comment, Tyler, you're a welcome commodity to this panel. Look at that, pulling it out of his ass.
Well, I had it back in the day.
Oh, okay.
I was picking up all those e-hobbies like the blue streak and the neon green.
What's funny is all the shit we talk about these companies doing repaints, and here we were years ago buying repaint. Boy, I have to say, the car mode's a definite improvement over the G1.
You know what? This is a really good figure. The only thing that turned me off was the problem with the arm, but it really is a good fucking figure.
Dude, that seems to be just completely hit or miss. I think maybe Greg from Mercy was saying that.
No, I've seen there's more people that have the problem than not, and then they started posting the guys without the problems were proudly posting videos to contradict my video about how much they held.
Right, but
bastards.
Bastards. I think Greg was saying it looks like there's a place for a ratchet wheel, but there's not one in there.
You can feel a soft ratchet, but it doesn't hold all the time. It just fails. But
yeah, shout out to Shapeway. Somebody will come through.
Dusty video was very funny, man.
Did you see the one I posted on YouTube with the music?
No, I did not have to look at it.
Yeah, it's like piano music, like sad piano music playing in the background. It's on the Realm of Collectors YouTube.
Someone pointed this out to me. I can't remember who it was. But in the early pics of skids, we saw a hood scoop on here, which disappeared, and it looks like it's not making a resurgence here with this mold either.
Damn it.
No. And me and Gort were hanging on Sunday talking for a little bit, and he said that he was checking out the collection and whatnot. And I said, yeah, this season 1, season 2. He's like, well, why do you have skids in there? I'm like, well, he's season 1. He's like, no, he was season 2. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. I remember to have season 1. And then I Google checked, and he was right. He's season 2. He was in 2 episodes in season 2. So I had to move him from the season 1 shelf down to the season 2 shelf, which freed up my season 1 shelf a little bit, makes it look better, and my season 2 looks a little bit full. So shout out to Gort for pointing that out. Shout out to him for pointing that out to me and making the G2 season 2 shelf thicker.
So to speak.
I don't know why it was stuck in my head. I always thought he was in season 1. I know he was only a couple of seconds here and there, but
he was in the one with Asher Chain and Blitzwing.
Yeah, the triple takeover, and there was another one where something with the Dinobots or something. Or no, there was something with the Insecticons in the early season 1. But
all right, the DX9 Dutch mold. This is being repainted as Shatterglass Prime. This is Phanos, I believe. Was it Phanos?
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Or Fainer or something like that. Yeah.
I've still
Perfectly
got.
balanced.
I've got to get a standard one of these. Apparently, there's an issue with the hips, or there's a replacement, or something complicated. So unless another one's coming out,
It comes with the trailer. That's what it looks like. The trailer unfolded. And all right, moving on. For everybody excited about the Iron Factory Legends Jazz, look, there's a whole bunch here. This one could be yours, or maybe that one, or whatever. So stay tuned. Watch your shipping notice. Mech Fans Toys has decided to upscale KO Iron Factory's Dark Shadow, or Black Shadow.
12th party.
12th party. So only one pick of that. Screw that. All right. Back on the Siege line, for those of you who are lucky enough to have a Metroplex, there is a Hasbro 6-gun coming out for you.
Oh, I have Metroplex.
That's random.
Yeah, it is random. Shout out to toys that came out 6 years ago.
Yeah.
I think it's cool that they're doing it.
Yeah.
No, it is, but it's like, how many people are? I don't know.
I mean,
I'm just like that one guy that said, the real reason I sold that Metroplex is there wasn't a 6-gun, and now 4 years later, here's my 6-gun.
Yeah.
So there you go. And
Now everybody's like, "Fuck! I need to get a Metroplex again."
Anybody got a Metroplex for retail?
You got that Ollie's. You got the Ollie's price Metroplex now.
Ollie's price.
I think they re-released them for a super crazy price. But he instead of a gun tower or whatever he was, he transformed into this. And
the submarine.
What is this? A pile?
It's a submarine. Anytime there's a gun involved, it turns into a submarine instead.
yeah, and
Tyler, are you familiar with that joke?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm well versed.
he separates into this stuff.
This stuff.
As you've seen, things they like to do with the Siege line is, you can bolt them on a side swipe.
Wow, look at that!
You could do that
Combine them up.
with one as well.
I'm gonna say
Owie,
that.
zowie.
Hey, do you think you could plug all this stuff onto that warpath we saw with the 5mm peg?
Hopefully.
Look,
Hopefully that's where they're going for. He's like a Centurion.
It's Grimlock boots.
He's a Centurion over here all of a sudden.
Robots.
They're just trying to combine the Centurion line with the Transformers.
And look, a jetpack.
Wow, look at that. Looks good. I can't wait to do that.
Or you can have a giant hand thing.
Man, we were looking at this figure. Look how much they stole from the MP, man. The knee pads, the way the legs look, the fucking thighs, the chest.
Hey, now that we're getting a closer picture of this, I do want to mention something here. They have quote unquote weathered these figures in certain spots, but you can't weather just certain spots of figures. It doesn't make any difference.
You got to weather the whole thing.
Like this one, you see the weathering on his shin guards, as I think Tyler. Maybe he plays soccer and this is what happened.
Hey, man, it's a siege, man. Cybertron's under siege.
I guess.
He has
But
a weathered
He's
crotch.
kicking a lot of metal.
Yeah, so like the Prime and Megatron are weathered. But it's funny is they're weathered in one mode, but when they transform it, they just have these panels that are weathered. It's stupid. The strong hand.
Dude, Charles in the chat, power extremes like Centurions. It's nice.
Wow.
Very
Oh.
Centurions. Very
Yeah.
Centurions.
We have some more renders of Fans Toys Braun.
Are these new renders?
Oh, I didn't even know Fansos was making a Braun.
Oh, do you even third-party panel, bro?
No, I didn't even watch it, bro.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, anybody want my bag cube? Hit me up. Cheap, cheap.
I just threw it in there because somebody digi-bashed it, and it looks nice.
They cheamed it.
Cheamed it.
Yeah, this is what I wanted, man. The bad cube held its own for a long time, and it really is a good figure. But anybody want that bad cube, hit me up.
I think I might upgrade to Dust.
No, just a little bit. I'm not looking for retail, but 35 is a little bit too low. We need to get a little
Tree
more than
50.
that.
Tree
More
50.
than that.
And then also here's a digi-bash of their.
And anybody want my Arcos? Hit me up.
$20.
Hit me up 2 weeks before this is released because I need to keep my shelves tight.
They've this beachcomber. Do you have the back shot, so to speak?
I don't.
It's so
cleaned
clean.
it up.
I'm
They
just
cleaned
curious
it up.
where the hell it all goes.
Yeah.
I bet you
In the
have,
box.
I bet you have to fold it up in
It goes in the box.
such a manner it makes no sense. It makes no sense.
Yeah. And don't get me wrong, the XTB is really a good fucking figure, man. It really fucking looks great. And I think with the XTB figure, it fits more of the old stylized motif. You know, when Masterpiece was doing more tune / more modern stylized. So this is definitely gonna be more for me, which I'm surprised because their Sea Spray wasn't.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's kind of weird. They went another way.
They did.
They left me behind. Fuck those guys.
And here we are.
Yeah, just give me
Toy World dropped a silhouette.
Yeah,
I've seen silhouettes in a while.
I wonder. Yeah, but I thought it was also funny that somebody changed it and put a Fans Toys logo on top of it.
Oh, did they?
This is
Oh, I saw the one where they put Josh Fisher on one of the legs.
yeah. They MPSP'd it out. They made it an MPSP combiner. The one thing, and this is the only thing I'm saying is, I'm just wondering if this is a leftover from the Zeta designers, or is this a fresh new Toy World piece? Because if we were all looking at what Toy World is doing new and fresh, some of the designing and whatnot is kind of like.
So yeah, this will look like their cup.
So if this is an old Zeta design that they still own,
I don't think they still own it.
I don't think so either. I think this is going to be something different. I'm interested. You know what I mean? Because everybody's all on that. We all know how the Zeta does it. So if this is a Zeta design that they still have in the pocket, what they paid these guys for, I'm interested to see what the fuck's going on. And if it is, Zeta is probably going to re-release their version also. So I don't know. Let's see what happens. But if this is a new Toy World design, the way Toy World is all over the place. Let's face it, Toy World is all over the place right now with their releases and what they want to do. So I have no confidence in Toy World right now.
A vote of no confidence.
No confidence. If they said, "Hey, this is an old Zeta design that we're going to be releasing," all right, I can't.
I'm not going to take
They
that.
won't say that. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just my opinion on this.
The art style escapes me, but you know what Ocular Max is? What's that?
Oh, my
Studio Walks.
my $45 KO version of it's fine.
All right, so Studio Ox Toy World has been known to do things in Studio Ox style. So, if this is Predaking from Call of the Primitives, might draw some interest. So
It might. Who knows? Yes, the Zeta team designed Constructor. Right?
Yes, and Zeta designed their Bruticus and took it away.
they did, and Toy World is still putting out that Constructor. I don't think we've seen a Zeta version of that Constructor.
Oh no,
Nope, not at all.
They'll pop those molds until they're broken, then they'll just fill it.
And
with
this is one of the arguments I have with people. They're like, "Well, Toy World released the a box set of G1 box set of Constructor. They're going to do that with their Bruticus." I'm like, "Whoa, wait a minute! You don't understand. Zeta released the Bruticus.
Right.
Toy World released the Constructor. I don't think Zeta is gonna do a G1 Toon version of that of a gift set of that Bruticus. So I don't think they have the capital behind them to do it. So
Yeah, I don't either.
And lastly, I know we talked about it already, but I just threw that in there because I wasn't sure what point of the show. But anyway, old
raise your glasses, everybody.
passed away today, 95.
Yeah.
95 years old, man. You know, somebody mentioned this today. It's you almost. I'm not saying you never expect people to die, but somebody's 95. You know, it doesn't come as a shock as if it was somebody that was 45 or whatever, 55.
When I kind of seen him like a couple years ago, how he was and how frail, I kind of got myself ready that it's going to be any day.
Yeah,
But
I just hate he had so much drama
at the end. Yeah, the drama at the end was just fucking killer. But
a lot of people taking advantage of him.
I don't think I would be the person that I am today without him. Honestly, what he created.
I don't think any of us would be sitting here talking if it wasn't for him.
Yeah,
I really don't.
Absolutely right. Went from one, the comic books to this, to that other thing. It was just roll on. But yeah, really sad news today. It really hit me hard. I was at work. I was having a good day, and like about 2:00, I saw it. Just fucking, it destroyed the tempo of my day. And
well, I'll tell you, I got on Instagram today, and I didn't see anything about it.
It was nowhere to be found, right? Nobody knew anything about
literally, my entire Instagram feed was
Facebook. I was wondering why nobody knew about it on Facebook.
But it's funny. My wife was outside working in the yard all day. Shout out to my wife who enjoys doing that, so I let her do it. She comes in. I said, "Hey, did you hear that Stan Lee died?" She's like, "No." I said, "Have you not been checking your phone?" She's like, "No, I've been in the fucking lawnmower."
I thought maybe like she said a gopher popped up and said, "Yeah, Stan Lee died," and he went back down.
It was like in Shrek. The birds were singing, spelled it out. So.
Yeah, it sucks. I mean, I know we all fucking understand how we feel about this guy, but really later on, he really didn't have much. He just ran the franchise and sold the franchise and sold it back again, got a little piece again, but he'll always be in my heart the creator of the foundation of the nerds, man, of these modern nerds that we do have, man. So it sucks. It really sucks.
I remember, and you guys may help me fill this in. He probably one of the first times I ever really saw him in anything. There was a video series about comic book creators that he hosted, but I want to say it had like Todd McFarlane on an episode
later on. Yeah,
I had Rob Liefeld on an episode.
Yeah. I remember the old days. Like for me, was you always knew what he looked like because they always had animation. Stan Soapbox in the comic books. You always knew what Stan looked like from his animation. This is pre-internet, and his voiceovers on the old Amazing Spider-Mans from the 70s, and then Amazing Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends. He used to do the original voiceovers in the beginning. So that's how you knew a little bit more about Stan Lee. You got to hear him and stuff like that. So for me, that's how I got to know Stan Lee. And of course, with the internet and then going to cons and actually seeing what he looked like and whatnot. But
have any of you ever met
you could really Google some 70s pics of him, and he's pimping out. He's on some fucking Hugh Hefner shit.
Do you guys remember when he used to host the Marvel Action Hour? Do you guys remember that?
Yeah.
I think that was like my earliest memory of like seeing him in person.
So someone asked in the chat about cameos, and from what I understand, they had him film a ton of them
before. They figured he was going to be going. So,
but this is something I saw today, so I thought it was worth reading. One day we'll be in a Marvel movie, sitting there as something doesn't feel right, and as the credits start to roll, we'll know what it is. It'll flash up on the screen, and our hearts will break. In loving memory of Stan Lee.
Mm-hmm.
There was no cameo in that movie, and there never will be again. So.
Yeah.
Ooh, man, that's hard to read.
And what that sucks about some of the people that don't know much about the comic books or the old school stuff, and the only way they know him is from the movies.
Yeah,
those movie cameos, man.
And it's funny you said this because the first time I was exposed to Stan Lee was when he made a cameo at the end of the Spider-Man animated series. Like I never really knew who this guy was.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm talking about the old school one from like the 80s and the mid-80s, the Amazing Spider-Man.
Like I never paid much attention to who the creator was, and I didn't follow a lot of Marvel stuff when I was a kid. But
Well, I mean, for years and years, and it made to still today. It's Stanley Presents.
Yeah.
This, and it's written in the comic like that. So
It kind of hit me up. It was kind of like a great grandfather that passed away that I didn't really know too much or never met.
right.
I still felt like he was part of the family. And it's,
But
I really, it kind of really killed my day a little bit. But I got myself ready a couple of years ago, saying like, he's gonna die any time, man. He's going through some hard times. He doesn't look good. They're just fucking propping him up just to make money.
Yeah, I read some crazy story about somebody stole some of his blood and was using it to sign comic books and sell them for $500.
Let's just not talk the negative on that, man.
I know.
I've heard that one.
Yeah, man. I can't believe how people just,
After his wife passed away, man, it kind of went downhill. But I mean, the man led a great life, 95 years. I mean, to live that long.
Yeah.
Those stories to tell.
In the back of my mind, I was hoping he would reach 100 because that's definitely an Excelsior. 100 years Excelsior. All right, I'm out. But yeah, fucking shout out to this guy, man.
Yeah,
really, honestly, it's. I feel like it's the guy down the block that you see every day. You know what I mean? Isn't that weird? How I feel like it's the old guy down the block that's sitting in front of the corner store just hanging out. And you talk to him all the time. Like
the guy with the Newports in the 40 or the
no. Well, I'm not saying project wise. Project wise, it'd be a whole different story. But it's just honestly, it's this guy in the corner. You see him all the time, and then all of a sudden he's gone. But,
the guy, he's always outside. He's sweeping.
Yeah. But he's always he makes that impact in your life.
Yeah.
It's a weird analogy, but that's how I feel.
Yeah.
All right, we're ending on a bad note, I guess.
No, I mean it's not on a bad note.
How we started.
Celebrate. You celebrate somebody's life at this point. I doubt anybody that passes away once you're sitting around moping, thinking about him. Just celebrate. Think about what he's done and what he brought, the joy he brought to the world. Really, I mean, you think about how big of an impact all these characters that he helped to develop.
Well, just think how many generations that enjoyed his work and how many more generations will go further.
Yeah, I mean, looking at the people in the chat, man, it touched a lot of people.
Yep. I mean, you really think about it, it's 3 gen or so. I know, like my dad read Spider-Man comics when he was a kid. I read Spider-Man comics when I was a kid. My kid reads. So it's 3 generations.
Yeah,
that have been impacted by.
It's up to us to keep it going, and it's up to them to just keep it going and make sure people fucking feel what we felt growing up.
That's right.
Awesome stuff.
Okay.
I actually found a Stan Lee quote that was pretty fitting today.
Awesome.
Yeah. Do you guys want to hear it?
Sure, of course, man.
I guess.
Stop the sharing here.
Oh, Dan said, I guess.
It says, I used to think what I did was not very important. People are building bridges and engaging in medical research, and here I was doing stories about fictional people who do extraordinary things, wear crazy costumes. But I suppose I have to come to realize that entertainment is not easily dismissed. Stanley.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Perfect. Fucking
Good
perfect
stuff. For sure. Oh, okay. I was dreading going through this, but I knew we.
No, man, we had to talk about it. And unfortunately, it was today. I wish we could have had a little bit more ready for tonight, but
I will tell you guys that Friday night on Masterpiece Shitpiece Theater on this very channel, 9-ish, I believe, is the time.
Yeah,
Talked to Mr. Brammer, the host of that show today, and he's putting together an entire Stanley retrospective. So make sure you tune in.
Oh, no shit. That's good.
Yeah, make sure you tune in Friday night to hear about that. So.
Definitely going to check that out.
All right, clipboard manager, Mr. Brink. You want to tell the good people who's in the chat?
Sure. Hey, where are we on our thumbs up so far tonight? There's tons of people in the chat.
I don't know.
We have 34 thumbs up, 2 thumbs down, 50 people watching.
All right. When I call your name, just make sure you hit that thumbs up button. So starting off, we got Rob M, Chat Wingingham, Josh F, Mervin 48, or Mervine Dust, right?
Mervine, yes.
Antoine's in here, Justin L, Cromdor, Gortz, Joe V, Sam M, Eric B, EE Prime 20, Lance is in there, John B, Rustamus, Master Skinny Toys, and Benny, my heart goes out to you, buddy. Sorry about you.
My condolences, man.
Jason L, Matt H, Hurricane BX, Pigment Surgery, Energon Addict, Ralphie the Vendetta was in here. We have Bethany F in here, or should I say Bethany L soon, right? You like your wedding bells?
Ooh, putting it out there. Yeah. I told him I'm gonna get ordained and marry them at NJCC.
Excellent.
I'm gonna do a double wedding.
Rogue War 71, Dare 2727, KJ Smith, Matt H, Sportimus, Mike L. Let's see here, Frogman 78.
Frogman.
No, yeah, Charles in here. Sunday Heat, New York Mike, Brammer, Knight of Ren, Jim H. A lot of people last name H. Lionel, or excuse me, Lowell was in here. Mark 44 Prime, Paul S. Yeah, Chuck. What's up, man?
What up,
Mark
Chuck?
here at 2 a.m.
Yo, Chuck. Yo, I heard Chuck was the first one to bounce.
Dude, he was like, I'm gonna go get breakfast. I'll see you there. He was first in line to get Mythic Legions on the second.
He went back. He went to the show on Sunday.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
That's cool. I thought maybe he just went home, but that's cool. I'm glad
he
he
had to myth it out.
Man, you know, shout out to Chuck. I'm like, Chuck, where you going? I'm going home. No, you're staying here. Really? Dude, what the fuck did I tell you? My door's open.
We got Lucas B, Riverbots, Jita, D Williams. That's a new name. Welcome.
I think that's actually
D.
That may be. I can't look at the picture. I think that's the Decepticon.
Daniel.
Daniel, yeah.
All right.
Fitness division. I was trying to spit it out. Jesus.
The Decepticon Fitness Division?
I think it's Decepticon Fitness Division on Instagram, something like that.
The Angry Christian is back. Haven't seen you in a while. BZ Fresh, Joe B, Jedi Mindset, Marco L. I think that's another newcomer. Welcome. The Intangible Cog, Kenny Prime is in here. Trent's 5, Jisk 1, Big Dom, Craig R, and Lord Shadowkeeper.
Yo, Brick, when are you just gonna make like an attendance sheet that you just mark off every week?
You know, I should, but
Bueller.
Check
Just
Bueller.
get a laminated dry erase marker. Just say, yep, yep, no.
That's right. Dry erase marker. That would be funny. All right. So shout out to the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hats we've sold during the show today. So
Ladybug.
Yes, Paul, there is really an air fryer subgroup.
Air Fry Army.
It's the Air Fryer Army. So join that up and learn how to cook delicious appetizers and chicken in your and steaks and small children and old toys. Yeah. All right, so that'll let's go through some where you at real quick. Mr. Brink.
yo. Brian Brink in the Facebook groups. At Brinkalizer on Instagram. Check out Breaking the Mold tomorrow night at 8. We have figure banging this week, I believe.
Is it this week?
Yeah, I think so.
Ugh.
And you can find me going to the post office because it was closed today.
Yeah, I found that out the hard way too. I literally walked in the door with an arm full of packages.
It's funny. I was going through my Facebook memories, and I think it's from last year. Shout out to going to the post office to pick up packages and they're closed. So I'm trying to remember what I bought last year that came in.
Yeah. All right. Young Daniel.
Harvey_Den occasionally on Instagram. A little more active in the Facebook groups, and every now and then I'm here on ETR Monday nights.
That's right. So, funny story. I my DTOFs are in shambles. This one especially. So I've started.
Where's the legends at?
They're actually on a shelf.
Oh, you don't have
them? No, they're next to the big Transformers. Of course, Ollie under glass, behind glass to keep him safe. And then I've started a new program. It's called the Crashbox DTOF Crate. So, like this shelf up here, this is all Ace Milo stuff.
Oh, we got to ship them out.
He's got 5 things in there. There's one more coming. So as soon as it comes, I'll ship his crate. There you go. I was gonna start one for Dan and his brother.
It's like a comic pool bin,
Right, that's exactly what it is.
Amazon lockers.
Everybody's got a bin.
Yeah, Dan and his brother. His brother asked for a pull, so I went ahead and pulled, and well, it's sitting in my car because the fucking post office was closed.
Yeah, stick with bin. I don't think you can use crate. Tim's got that corner mark.
That's
It's just matters on a subtitle. It's a subtitle thing.
Oh, I have and
And Tim just had a birthday too. Shut up.
Yeah, Tim's.
Shout out to Tim.
I seen them on nice advising.
Hey, by the way, anybody that was at TFCon, Tim's putting out some trip videos from TFCon, and keep it in mind this is his first time coming to America. It's actually pretty interesting. You do have to read. I know that's a strain on some of your minds, but
I don't.
because it isn't a lot of it's in German at least. So, oh, and me and Bricks, I want to tell the story real quick. Me and Bricks had this idea. What did we call it? Basically, you would rent a tote while you're at a show. Our booth would be, we would just rent these totes, and like Brink, you'd rent tote 17, and when you come by, you can come drop your stuff off. And at the end of the show, you could either just take the stuff out of your tote and go home, or it's already in the tote. Why not just go ahead and buy the tote?
You pay a little extra for the
Pay a
tote,
little extra for
and
the
you just
tote.
grab it and rock.
Or we could have boxes too and just ship the shit for you. So
Tote life.
tote life. Yeah. What did we call? Hang on. I
don't remember the name that you guys had.
I made a note of it because I thought it was so funny. What was it? Oh, instead of a coat check, it's called tote check.
Tote check. The Rumble Collectors presents a tote check.
All right, Dust.
Yo. What's up, everybody? My name is Dust Mites. You can follow me on Instagram at Dust Mites. Eddie Dust Mites in the Facebook groups. Thank you guys for coming out tonight. Appreciate it. Thank you guys for coming out this weekend. I had an incredible weekend, and honestly, I probably could be rambling on for another hour or so about all the stories and what we did, but really had a good time, and I love opening up my doors to you guys, and I want to do it more. So if you guys are in the area, let's just fucking start doing it. We don't need a convention. We'll just hang out and have a good time.
Bring your own milk.
Yeah, just
All right.
Vinegar Life. Shout out to Vinegar Life.
Thanks for joining us on the panel here, and we look forward to having you every week. Tyler, tell them where you at.
Well, you can find me on Facebook just under my name, Tyler Leet. I have actually a couple of Instagrams, but I haven't bothered installing Instagram on the new phone, so don't bother looking there.
Yeah.
And then on another podcast, it comes out quarterly called Toy Detox.
Quarterly, yeah. That's right. Part of the Cool Table Network, man.
Part of the Cool Table Network.
Let's get it out. Let's get the word out there.
Man, Tyler, thank you for fucking being part. I love the fact that you're here, man. I feel you're gonna bring a really good fucking new flavor to the show, man. The all new, all different.
100% more doll life
between you, fucking Steel. It's we're gonna have a good time, man.
Absolutely.
Shout out to Sick Days.
All right, I'm Pinkerton on Instagram, PNKR10, where I just at this point just post random pictures with no context. And I'm Christopher Pinkerton on The Good Book, as Jisk used to say.
Ooh,
because that's what my mama named me, Jisk. Yeah, just to get the gist of it. You can also find me on Crashbox Customs on Instagram and Facebook, where I post stuff for sale and things I'm building for people mostly. So.
Yo, that danger room looks crazy. Are you gonna do any type of extras for that, like the add-ons and the little pieces of fuck?
Told you.
I don't think that for this one that was not
The
part
tentacles
of the
that come out of the wall.
I tried talking to him about that. He was like, "Nah." I'm just
I guess it's up to whoever buys it to do it.
Yeah, it was up. That was not mentioned during the process.
No. It looks great, man. I love it.
Thank you. All right, so that's gonna wrap it up for us tonight.
Did Brian say goodbye?
Who, Brink?
Yeah.
You went first.
Oh, I'm sorry. I missed it. Must have been in the bathroom.
Yeah.
All right. We're done.
All right. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you were here with us. We appreciate that. I'm done talking.
Hey, is there a hangout tonight?
Could be.
Oh, could be. No. Yes. Do you want me to drop? Whether anybody's here or not, I'm going to drop a link in the Facebook group for R.O.C Hangout. If nobody's here, just chill out. You're the first one there, and just wait for everybody to come in. And when I'm done with Cobra Law, I'll pop in and see who's there. All right, sounds good. All right, great. Good night, bitches.